Hey there, Snicker Snacks. Welcome back to Vorpal Tales Presents Awesome Adventures. As always, I'm your host. Yes, I did eat 4 helpings of grits and bacon today. Don't judge. Space Lord Pajamas. Let's introduce our intrepid Starfinders. Devin, Dwayne, Ever, John, Tim, and Steve. Special well wishes to John, who's out sick due to chunks of his body being removed for scientific experimentation. The rest of you, how you doing, Awesome Sauces?
I'm doing well.
That killed me. It was great.
Cool.
Good luck, John.
Yeah, good luck.
Yep, good luck, John. Feel better.
Cool. So, everybody cool? Everybody fine? Good week?
Not bad.
Still here?
Yeah, I mean it's going. I'm alive.
Yeah, I was
And
gonna say
that's
we're alive.
Always
We
a
are.
good start to the week.
I am here playing awesome games with awesome people.
Yeah,
Yes.
I mean you can't really get more betterer than that.
Exactly.
$1 billion, but
Man.
I mean, it would certainly help my situation.
If you had $1 billion but no one to play RPGs with, would your life really matter?
Would it? Well, yeah, that's a deep question, Dwayne.
Here's Dwayne dropping the freaking psychological
Dropping some
truth bomb on us.
science.
Right? Gaming is life.
this is not a philosophy class. Let's skip the question.
Are you sure? I mean, gaming is kind of a bit of philosophy, really.
I mean, if you had $1 billion but never got to see President Ovaltine again.
Or you didn't even know who he was.
Yeah, I was
Oh.
gonna say,
You know
you
what?
have the likelihood of not seeing President Ovaltine again just because you roll, and it's like,
Can I get that? Can I
Nope.
get that? Can I get that? $1 million in cash, or is that going to be like a spending card? What's that going to be?
Well, we can get you your money, but first I need you to go to the store and
Need to
get
go
the
to
equivalent
MoneyGram.
in Target gift cards,
Oh, oh.
and then send that to me, and then I
Uh-huh.
can release the funds back to you.
So
Yeah.
you need $1 million in Target gift cards.
Yes.
But it has to be sent to the Prince of Nigeria.
Yeah.
Okay. Now
Yeah,
is,
your $1 billion
PO Box,
Visa card
California.
is stuck with the port authorities, and I have to fill out the proper documentation. So what I'm
Oh.
going to need is $85,000, just $85,000, which is nothing compared to $1 billion. But I'm
okay.
going to need that in Steam gift cards.
Steam gift cards. Okay. I didn't know that was
But
a
don't send it to
redeemable-
Dwayne. I want you to send it to Martha Jenkins
Mhm.
in Maryland.
Maryland. Okay.
But care of.
Care of. Got it. Right. Cool.
Don't tell anybody that you're doing. If anybody asks, it's for a friend.
Speaking of helping friends out, at the top of the show here, I just want to point out that we're still in a moment of history. Minority communities are basically fighting for the right to exist in our society. It should not be that way. Freedom is the right of all sentient beings. That means the right to equal pay, actual living pay, the ability to go through your day not being harassed or threatened just for existing. Also, not being fired for capitalism after being furloughed for 6 months, that sort of thing. Just be excellent to each other. We here at Vorpal Tales are being the best allies we can be. Encourage others to do the same. Check out our Twitter, website, or just simply follow the actual social media tags and get involved. So for those of you following along at home tonight, we're playing Paizo's Starfinder. Our current awesome adventure is Outer Worlds Interdemons. Thanks to Paizo for going, what if elves and dwarves were in space, and giving us Starfinder. As always, we're using Astral Tabletop, the Chimi Taco Enchilada Rito of our online gaming tools, to bring your friends together and roll some bones. Also be sure to check out our other shows on the channel. Tomorrow, on Friday, hold on to your butts as Eldritch Echoes plummets into hardcore horror with... He's starting with Alien, right? Aliens
Yeah.
tomorrow? Okay. Yeah. So Tyler read me the sort of synopsis of that thing. 5 minutes TPK. That's just... yeah. Good luck.
So gonna be an early night. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Woot. It'll be
Gonna
an
be
early
slow
night
night. And then he's going to talk about dinosaurs, I think. Because Tyler's really into dinosaurs.
Who isn't really into dinosaurs?
tomorrow. Psychopaths.
I
Yes.
saw that whole chat and I was really confused.
I missed it then.
Dinosaurs are awesome.
Yeah. Don't forget about our new Sunday show. Maroon Cluse expands our minds with the spice in space, using Coriolis as the system, modified rules with Dune, Atreides Alpha Initiative. On Mondays, our terrifying storyteller at Eldritch Echoes leads a mishmash of character types in Chronicles of Darkness, Contagion Chronicle, No Time for Reality. Starting next Tuesday, Patty Shakes takes us dungeon delving into D&D's updated classic, Dungeon of the Mad Mage. And on Wednesday, on both the Onyx Path Publishing stream and here on Vorpal Tales, at Eldritch Echoes is going to terrify some ghost hunters with World of Darkness, Ghost Hunters, Chimera House. You can always find us role-playing, live tweeting, updating, and recapping on Twitter, Instagram, Twitch at Vorpal Tales. Most importantly, subscribe to our Patreon at patreon.com/VorpalTales. With the different tiers, you can get really cool stuff like movie date nights with the cast and crew. That'd be awesome. We appreciate all your love and support. That's patreon.com/VorpalTales.
This is the way you said it was like movie date night. That would be really awesome because I don't have one now.
Aww.
Please subscribe. I need a movie date night.
I need friends.
I need somebody to hang out with.
We'll watch
Nobody
The Land
loves
Before
me.
Time.
Actually, that would be a pretty cool date night.
Game you,
Would
Steve.
be. Dinosaurs.
And watch the movie Dinosaur.
Alright, so with the introduction of the day, we can get to why everyone's here. Awesome sauces. What's your favorite story about man versus machine? Steve, you first.
Rocky 4.
Alright, you're gonna have to justify this one.
I think it's pretty obvious.
I mean,
Ivan Drago is a machine.
right, and he is here to...
He must break you.
Right, okay. You know what? I'm gonna let that one go because he is basically the Soviet machine. That is...
He is basically honestly, at the end of the day, Ivan Drago is almost as good of a Terminator as the Terminator.
So for those who are kids out there, Rocky 4 is Russia builds a mutant man machine boxer and is the summation of all that is communism. And then there's, Rocky
it
Balboa,
100.
who's like, I wear American, style trunks. I should fight him. So he goes to Russia, fights him, nearly dies. Oh
there's
wait, but that's
no.
Oh, he
no.
kills. He kills a
Kills Mitt. No, he kills.
Kills Apollo Creed.
Apollo
he kills Apollo
Creed.
Creed.
Ivan
That's right.
Drago kills Apollo Creed in an exhibition fight.
That's right. So then Rocky's
Get our
like,
history of the Cold War correct.
right. So then Rocky's like, I got to get revenge, and he goes over and fights him, and he basically ends the Cold War through a boxing match.
Exactly.
That is a true story. That is actual American history.
Yeah, his final speech was very moving.
Especially considering he gives it to a Soviet crowd, and they
We
accept
were all like,
Yeah.
capitalism sounds great, awesome. Yeah. Dwayne, what's yours?
So, man versus machine, right?
Yes.
This is probably not as versus as you want, but short circuit.
That is machine versus man, and I'll take it.
But the movie or the book or both.
There was a
Probably the movies, because I don't think I've ever read the book. And really only the first two, because after that it just gets eh.
wait, there's more
There's
than two.
more than 2 short circuits?
Oh yeah. I think there's 3 or 4.
What?
Yeah, they changed the actor's voice, I think. So he doesn't even sound like Johnny 5.
Okay, we're just gonna pretend that conversation didn't happen then.
Don't quote me on that.
I don't want to know. All right, Tim.
I have
Wait,
to internet it.
before we
What?
move on. Dwayne, were you in Los Locos as a kid?
I can't. All I can remember is kick your balls into outer space. Let's look as. It doesn't matter. Anyway,
Oh man.
Tim, man versus
All right.
machine.
So, man versus machine movie. Batteries not included.
That was gonna be my first one, but I changed it.
Again, that's kind of a machine versus man sort of thing, but I dig it. Yeah. All right. Cool. God, I remember watching that. That's a weird movie.
It's a weird movie, but it's so good though.
It's like marketed as a kids movie, but totally really not. Sort of. Yeah. Ever. What's
Man,
yours?
you literally just described the 80s.
Yeah,
Marketed
that's
as
true.
a kids movie, but kind of, sort of not.
Not.
Okay, apparently I totally lied. There are only two movies.
So I was originally gonna go with Short Circuit.
Mhm.
However, I don't know if anyone else remembers this, but Toys.
Yes.
Toys.
Yeah.
Like
With
the Robin
Robin
Williams?
Yes.
Yeah, and they go to war at the end,
That
right?
was me. Yep. The toys go to war.
The toys go to war. All right, that works.
The good one.
If we're gonna let Steve go with Rocky 4, I think we can go with toys. Devin.
Damn it.
I'm having a hard time thinking of any, but Transcendence was fun.
Which one was Transcendence?
Johnny Depp becomes
Johnny
a
Depp, yeah.
AI. Like he converts his intelligence into the computer, and
damn
then
it.
takes the entire control of a facility that he runs, and then they basically try and kill him by EMPing him.
Oh,
And
God.
all the tech that he's been creating with his basically like, I have a cybernetic brain. I have this much computing power. Let's do this.
Yeah, like
Cool.
he becomes Skynet.
Yeah.
Nice.
I know what a movie I forgot. Damn it.
So you want to know what a cool movie is that I discovered recently? It's kind of man versus machine. Oblivion with Tom Cruise.
Yeah.
Still
I
haven't
never
gotten
got.
to see
I
that.
never got to see it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no! Oh god, it's so good. And
I
then
saw it. Not bad.
yeah, and then the next one would be what is that? Edge of Tomorrow.
I thought you were gonna say Live Free or
Edge of
Die Hard.
Tomorrow. Well, is that man
Oh,
versus
man.
machine or is that man versus alien?
Robots.
What was the one
I mean, they're,
with
yeah, they're kind of machine, robot,
oh,
alien.
God.
Yeah.
I just want to say I appreciate we got through this entire thing, and all of us were able to give answers that didn't include 2001, The Terminator, or The Matrix.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what?
Yeah.
You know what? Yeah.
Ow.
You all get a point of fortune for that. Good job. Nice. Excellent.
Yay.
Excellent job. I
We're
applaud you.
old.
We're all old.
We're all turn of the century material.
Wow. Okay. Now I'm depressed.
I
Well,
was
no,
actually,
I legitimately appreciate the variety of answers.
No,
You know,
see
like,
that's uplifting,
I was-
but the fact that you
yeah.
think about like, oh shit, that's like not what it's on our mind. It's like we're all thinking Cocoon while everybody's like The Matrix and just you
Dude, I like is everyone's
Um,
and when I heard Short Circuit and Batteries Not Included, my brain was like, why didn't I say freaking Cocoon? Like,
it's not really a man versus machine though, is it?
Yeah,
like
That's,
no.
that's
robot
an alien. That's an
but they're-
alien-y.
But
Well, I mean,
they're
if,
robot aliens.
if
Does
Edge of
that count?
That's
Tomorrow,
true.
if Edge of Tomorrow is gonna count, then
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
I'll give you Cocoon. Yeah, which apparently you
Well-
cannot find on video anywhere.
What?
Yeah.
well,
I'm pretty sure I have it on
I didn't-
VHS.
If we're
Shout
going
out.
toys,
Shout
well, we
out
might
to
as well-
Rob for telling me that the other day. Apparently
Oh.
you can't find it.
Well, I was gonna say if
I-
we can let in toys, we should have said small soldiers.
Oh.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
You mean the G.I. Joe, not G.I. Joe movie?
So I consider Toys machine because they have gears and they wind up.
Yeah, no, that totally counts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I concur.
Ha.
Cool. Yeah, so record your points of fortune. Cool. So when last
I don't know
we
where
found our
to go.
Starfinders, I don't think they're on the sheet. You might just have to
Yeah,
record
I'm
it.
Sam.
There might be a hero points place. You can just add a text box on your sheet
Eh,
somewhere.
I'll figure it out.
So, when last we found our Starfinders, they had just survived a battle with security robots in the Caldera, and set about exploring the makeshift base of operations they stumbled upon. The Yoski engineer made a beeline for the ship, pointing out there was flickering terminals and bodies all about. Investigation of the bodies by the team showed that they had long decomposed down to their bones and wore simple jumpsuits, and none of them really matched. The ship was locked up tight, and they had to figure out a way in. Using the computer terminals about, they were able to hack into the systems and find a log by Anathean, a member of this group who had recently joined this crew of smugglers and thieves. Furthermore, the last score they had taken was a vault of custom make and a small orb-like smooth rock that was collected. That was all that your team could discern outside of the notion of a defense system that protected the planet, of whom only the captain knew how to navigate. Looking to jumpstart the ship, Nibbles used his unique engineering skills to find a live wire that led into another grated-off sewer tunnel. Leading the crew northward, they came to a defense facility where 2 robot guards patrolled. President Ovaltine set up a trap while Sobek primed a grenade. He managed to catch the robots unaware and then had them stuck in the shaft. However, the envoy... why can't I practice this name so much. Nyanta shot one, knocking it loose and causing the robot to return fire. They managed to dispatch the threat and found the facility to be otherwise empty with its strange alien walls. The only thing of note was a long shaft which Pepper discovered had been retrofitted with a modern elevator. Descending slowly into the elevator, they realized it took them deep into the ocean, where in an observatory deck they saw 2 canisters filled with something buzzing about. Recognizing the structural weakness in the design, Pepper set up a Rube Goldberg array of devices that would take out the crossbeam of the facility and more than likely sink the defense canisters tanks to the bottom of the ocean. Finally powering up the ship, they saw the previous custom vault taking up cargo space. Acclimating themselves to their new positions in the crew, Nyanta, the designated captain, ordered the newly designated pilot, President Ovaltine, to punch it, hopefully taking the ship out of the atmosphere safely. The ship climbed with intensity as everyone wondered if they had truly dispatched the defense systems. Skyway gave way to stars. It would seem that they had disabled the defense systems on the planet, allowing them to sail off to the stars, to the large Marge's space donut barn. So guys, you're sitting in a large Marge's attached to a space truck stop, enjoying several Begalazorps fulls of apple cider donuts. Starfinders, what do you do? Remember, you have 3 fortune in the pool. Also, don't forget about your vote points from last week. You get a +1 to all rolls and damage and skills.
Yeah, I pulled off an incredible feat last week. 4 votes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. Oh damn.
Jeez.
Our
So-
damage dealer now.
That's right. So yeah, you're in a space truck stop, getting your ship refueled, checked out. Probably needs a car wash after all this time. You're munching down on donuts, and
Does Eagle 5 pull in?
no, it does not.
What's the special?
The special is chicken soup.
Oh, tricky.
Ooh, do I want the special or the soup?
I'll just have a cinnamon.
What are they
donut.
having?
Yeah, right. What did he have?
Yeah, so
Nibbles
President
special.
Ovaltine orders a cinnamon donut with a
With chili.
with a mug of hot something disgusting. I
Cider.
don't know.
Space cider. I don't know.
Hot chocolate
space cider.
milk.
Okay.
Hot chocolate milk. Okay. That actually
Ugh.
does sound kind of gross.
That's the reaction I wanted.
Oh,
What was Nibbles doing?
Well, Nibbles doesn't order anything himself. He merely eats anything that drops off of something that others were eating.
Okay.
And that will satisfy him for at least a day.
All right. Fair enough.
But at the same time, he's looking confused, and he's like waiting for someone to say it. He's nibbling, and he looks. Nobody says anything, and nobody says anything. He goes, "What are we gonna do about the vault? The vault? What are we gonna do about the vault?"
That's a good question, young Nibbles.
gonna order like 4 dozen donuts.
I would like some pumpkin donuts, please. And, I mean, I could try and use a laser cutter, maybe? Open it that way.
You can try. Yeah, it's true.
Did we
Actually,
actually
now-
look to see if it has like any?
Nobody's actually
Control panel.
investigated yet. So.
Are we?
Yeah,
we're
let's
like
do that
in
first.
We're like in the diner, right?
Yeah,
So
you're
we're
all
in the
sort of in
diner.
the diner, sort of discussing.
Okay.
So.
Okay,
Wait.
so the
President Ovaltine.
president.
It.
President.
It.
President. So,
Where's his head hitting the fan as it spins? Ding, ding, ding.
I mean, I'm a very common race in like the Circassians are the dominant race of the diaspora. Like they're not unknown creatures. Like in the world's built for multiple alien species.
Yeah, I mean, like you have to duck to get in through the door a little bit, but otherwise, like you're not.
Ceiling levels were raised to 15 feet because of you.
Exactly.
Actually, the standard is 20. Like so. You come in, then if it's 15, it's a fire hazard.
15 is considered low.
As President Ovaltine eats and drinks silently, like there's no sound, like when he sips his hot chocolate milk or chews. Maybe we shouldn't talk about this in the open.
Good point. Speaking of, I've decided upon something. As we are all now a part of this ship, we should all have designated titles. So, as captain, I have taken it upon myself to give you some.
Why do I feel like I'm gonna hurt you?
Oh no, Sergeant Sobak. You don't need to hurt me, you need to hurt everyone else.
That
You are
goes without
Sergeant.
saying.
And then we have Colonel Spices. Counselor Terry.
Terry's just like, I accept this title.
Private President Ovaltine. And Commander Nibbles.
I'm sorry, I'm giggling about Colonel Mustard.
Colonel Mustard Spice.
That's Colonel Pumpkin Spice to you. Thank you very much.
Oh.
Ooh,
All right there, Colonel
you
Butternut
should be
Squash.
showing off that wrench. Threateningly.
The wrench is the size of like my toe.
I've upgraded.
Yeah, now it's the size of your big toe.
That's a nice
Right.
wrench.
So now we off planet. Do we go to where we were going, or do we go somewhere else?
Yeah, what was our mission that actually led us to being knocked?
You were just acting as crew for a cargo hauler. Like, that cargo hauler is now at the bottom of the ocean.
Smoldering rack.
Yeah, it's a
Okay.
smoldering wreck, and none of the cargo was recovered, so...
Well, I suggest we don't go back to that previous boss. He might be mad. They did say our ship is for heroing. Maybe we should...
We be hero?
save the world. Well, worlds.
One of them.
Worlds, all of them.
We'll save one.
Maybe destiny will find its way with us. As it is a strange mistress.
Maybe Destiny's in your cargo hold and you need to go look at it.
But we have donuts right now.
That is true, you do have donuts. I did distract you with donuts. That's right.
Is that my conscience speaking?
You can take donuts to go, and you can definitely try to freeze those. Freezing
They won't be as hot
technologies.
and delicious.
But then there's like microwaves now are to the point where like they will reconstitute something in such a fashion as if it was just freshly baked. So
Oh, so
yeah.
is this like the microwave from Fifth
Oh.
Element where you put in a cube and out comes like a turkey with 8 legs?
right, but you sort of put a donut in and then you take it out and it's just like it was cooked like 5 minutes ago. So
Yeah,
It's like the rehydrator from Back to the Future.
There you
I
go.
like to,
There you
I
go.
like to imagine it as a little dough nut that you put in.
or maybe you put the donut hole in. And
Pops
it
out
becomes,
Becomes
a
a
donut.
donut.
right? Cool. So
Okay, 2 dozen donut holes to go.
nice. There you go. Your ship's refilled. It's clean. Yeah. What do you guys do?
Well, someone
I-
should fly this thing.
Yeah. Let's get President Ovaltine, Private President Ovaltine to take this ship up. and out. And then let's go somewhere like in orbit so that we can check this thing out.
Out of curiosity, does this thing have an autopilot feature?
Yeah, like you could always just like set a destination, hover, like, you know, just maintain the geosynchronous orbit sort of thing like that.
Got it. We can Star Trek it. Cool.
Yeah, your semi-artificial AI for your ship is capable of all sorts of minor navigational feats. So President Olvatine takes you out. You're just sort of out in the black of space at this point, just hovering there. And yeah, what do you guys do?
Nibbles
Yeah,
wants
how's
to
it
go
work
check
out?
out the vault.
We need to open this vault.
Now let's check out the vault.
Okay, so Pepper said she was going to take a laser to it, so you can try that.
Well, first, is there a control panel?
There is a control panel, yes.
Does it have anything we can read?
There's like a keypad in like strange numbers and symbols and things, and there's just like a small sort of LED screen on it that just says locked right now.
Is there any way we can like take a look at the keypad and see what keys were actually hit last or hit?
No. In fact,
frequently?
this thing looks like you do a one over and you're like, man, this thing's really clean. Even though like the inside of the ship itself is kind of dusty and a little musty from not having been used in a long time.
Neat. It magically cleans itself. Although that's not very helpful to us. Nibbles, do you have the high technology role or engineering role?
I believe that Pepper is one higher than me.
Okay.
My technology is. Wait, technology or computers?
Engineering.
Engineering.
Oh, okay. My engineering is at 9.
Yeah, all your different roles are probably to get you a different aspect from it. So engineering was one way to approach it. So if you want to roll that, go ahead.
Yeah.
23. Nice.
23.
So, you're looking at it and like, there's no discernible welds. There is some like adornment to it. This is like the most finely crafted thing that you've ever seen. There's no joints, there's no welds. Even the keypad is just sort of almost like it's formed out of the solid piece of metal that is there. There is like a one adornment that like sort of goes around it that's just a different color of metal and sort of has some embossing to it, but otherwise it just looks like one solid piece of metal. But as best you can, it is some sort of vault. It's being referred to as a vault, and there's just a pad that's on the front of it. And you take a laser to it, and it actually reflects the laser, and there's no scorch marks or anything like on it.
Is it shiny?
It is sort of shiny, yeah.
Do I see my reflection?
You see like your sort of like muffled reflection in it on just more. It's more like your shadow against it, but it's not reflective. Like not like visually reflective.
Like when you say keypad, you literally mean like a keypad with numbers on it.
Yeah,
Or
like
code.
like Nianta saw, like it has like 6 or 7 buttons with like weird symbols on them, and then there's just a display screen that actually says in common locked.
Okay. Can I use computers to analyze that?
Sure.
Natural 20.
Holy crap. You know that there is a weird sort of cipher combination to this thing where like you think you need some sort of like key fob that will like sync up to the vault, and then that's what'll get you in. Like that's what the keypad is for. It's like it's a two-factor authentication.
So we can't open this without a fob. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I relay that.
Stinky.
I relay that to everybody.
Very
So-
quietly.
What's that?
Very quietly.
Oh, yeah.
Do you come with a volume button or subtitles?
No.
God damn it.
I wonder if
So-
it's on the ship somewhere.
I wonder if it's back on the planet in one of the bodies that we didn't search.
Did we?
Actually,
We
Pepper has a
stacked
really
the-
good point. Has anyone checked the glove box?
Did we sack the captain's quarters?
Yeah, you guys have done like some, you've rifled through everything. You didn't find anything that looked remotely like some sort of
It's in the
transactional
sunshade over the
device.
window.
Could we somehow hack the computer so that we could figure out what the actual signal is, or at least create a locator off of it? To try and...
President Ovaltine will tell you, like, it's not giving off any signal. It's silent. You're not even sure if it's an actual, like, computer as what you know a computer to be.
Well, I mean, like, can we create like a tracker for the signal that the fob is supposed to be emitting?
You have no idea what like, it's
Okay.
not giving a signal.
Nibbles, remember,
Mm-hmm.
computers say can track last destination coordinates. Yes?
That would get, they did tell you that they got it from a score from a ship that went down on the planet, and that's all you know about where its last location was.
Darn.
You're muted. Tim.
Oh, god damn it. Forget it.
Lost in translation.
Everybody just roll me. Whoever wants, somebody just wants to like give it a once over.
Like,
Yeah.
per
Like, keypad of the ship.
Like, yeah, just look at it. Like, roll a perception check or something like that.
Your overall
That
perception.
is not an actual roll. Why is...
Oh yeah, that's your total. Oh,
There
wow,
we go.
20.
Okay. Yeah.
So
6.
Stomach's just like, it's a vault. Whatever.
It's a box. Fuck it. No.
I will try.
You said a
Well,
box? What about a box? Oh, sorry.
Sit.
Oh man.
Oh, nibbles.
Oh
Smell good.
man.
Wait, why did he roll? Alright.
Our highest was a 20.
Highest was a 20. So Nianza's just kind of like, man, none of you engineers or computer people can figure this out. So you're just like, sort of annoyed and just looking at it around. But you do notice that just under the keypad is like a little stencil of sort, or like a little embossing, and it actually gives like a manufacturing company and then a serial number.
Okay.
Hey, compatriots, look! I found a manufacturing mark. We should be able to locate the manufacturer, and they might be able to, we might be able to requisition a new fob.
Can
What'd
we
he
just
say?
find out online how to reset the thing?
Wouldn't that be the simplest, right? You know?
We don't
Just
have
Google it.
space Google.
Hell of an adventure. Let's space Google. Alright, you guys level up. You space Googled.
I space Googled cheat codes.
But you can space Google this this name, and it doesn't come up. But you get like, you start going in on weird bulletin boards and like forums and stuff, and you end up going into like some deep, weird criminal level stuff, and you actually do find the name about a manufacturer that would make the like unbreakable vaults.
The Unbreakable Vault.
Awesome.
And
What was the name of this company?
the Unbreakable Manufacturing Company?
Oh,
Oh, very creative.
Yeah, you know.
Did they go bankrupt?
You do hear that nobody's really heard of them for a while, and then you catch wind of something called the Deep Market.
oh,
We know what that is.
Are any of you criminals, or any of you have like some sort of streetwise or anything like that? Or have any of you done anything strangely nefarious or something along those lines?
Professional soldier.
I
don't know if
all
that'll
of those things.
Oh.
I'm an outlaw assassin.
That's right, you're an outlaw. What?
I did something once.
Uh-huh.
Oh
I-
no.
I disassembled a machine and didn't put it back together.
Just because you took apart a toaster and didn't put it back together doesn't count.
Actually, what happens is like the space police come and haul Pepper off to maximum security. That,
They close the door for 5 seconds, open it up again.
yeah, just awful. President Ovaltine, what you got?
Truly nefarious. Well, I have my theme of outlaw.
Mhm.
So,
Did
is
you
there
take
anything?
Did you take profession outlaw or profession hitman or?
I mean, I technically have one skill rank I haven't put into something yet.
You put it in that, and it gets you like a +4 or something along those lines with whatever your. I think
can-
you're. Oh, you can base the skill off of whatever thing you think it goes with. So
Okay.
you could basically base it off one of your higher ability stats.
All right. I'll put my last of my billion skill. I have so many skill points. I ran out of like interesting stuff to put it in. So I was just, yeah. I'm gonna use charisma, I guess.
Yeah, whatever your highest is.
My highest is Dex, but it has to be charisma, intelligence, or wisdom.
Okay.
So ability modifier is
Just click on charisma, intelligence, or wisdom, and it should add it in there.
oh, you can just click. Oh
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
I don't.
So wait, all you need to do is just click there. And
I'm trying. It's not. All right. Anyway, that's gonna be 1, 4. It's 8. It's gonna be an 8. So add 6 to whatever this roll ends up being. $20.
20. All right. Cool.
No. Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
20.
Mine did it.
No, mine worked. Okay, it's all okay.
Yeah.
Updated now.
Cool. So yeah, you do remember something about the you never been there, you never interacted with it because it just wasn't something you're involved in. You're not necessarily a smuggler, I would say. But you do remember that it's out in like a nebula of sorts, and there's like a trick to getting in, and that's all you really know. But you do know that it is out in this one specific gas nebula.
Set course. Let's go.
I was looking. I'll set a course.
engage.
I don't know if you could say that. Isn't that copyrighted?
Engage the engines.
Yes. You have to elaborate.
Initiate space travel. So yeah, you the Sunrise Maiden flies off and does this warp speed thing, and you end up this gas nebula thing. You're just like in floating weird colored gas, and you're just like, what the hell? And you do see like another sort of truck stop sort of location, but there's just like a line of like really wildly painted starships all clustered around this thing. And you see there's like a congregation on like an open platform that's sort of like the deck of where smaller ships might go, but it's just a bunch of people sort of like, you think they're having a party? You're not sure. You'd have to land and find out.
So is the Sunrise Maiden considered a small, medium, large starship?
It is a medium-sized starship.
Okay.
It's like Millennium Falcon sort of sized, or it's like freighter sort of like Firefly sized. It's not small, but it's not big either.
It's a medium.
Yeah.
I love parties.
Is that true?
Can we go?
Congregations are always a joyous event. Let us see what is going on.
I could go for a
Conflagration?
party.
What?
I'm a party animal. You know.
I'm an animal.
Yes, my young friend, you are.
You're a sentient alien species. You're not an animal. You just happen to look like a rat.
Technically, we're all animals.
Cool. So what do you guys
Says
do?
the narrator.
You dock your ship.
Actually, can we go back a second or two? Do
Yeah.
we have any hard cash on us?
Yeah. In the channel, I actually told you what you guys earned last time.
Yeah, we got a bunch
Yeah.
of stuff.
Uh,
1,000 credits stashed.
Yeah, but is that 1,000 credits each or 1,000 overall to split?
This would be read as written, so read that sentence.
Can you just tell us?
You found 1,000 credits stashed on the ship.
Okay.
Okay. So that's total. Okay.
We got looks like a couple of weapons,
Flame spinner. I don't know what that does.
a signal jammer, which I'm guessing is for the ship.
I think
Okay.
these are all like handheld weapons.
Oh, are they?
And utilities, yeah.
We got a chemalizer, a signal jammer, a toolkit specialty. I'm guessing is whatever you want the specialty to be.
Mm-hmm.
Redundancy belt.
And then I'm pretty sure those other two are weapons: flame spinner, fireball, and a shock pad. Or yeah,
Static. Sounds like a trap.
Okay. So
yeah.
how much? I'm gonna take one of those leftover pistols we said we had.
Mm-hmm.
So remember we had that discussion. For like a credit or two, I'd like to buy some nice clothes to go over my second skin.
There's actually some halfway decent clothes.
Okay.
Like there's a captain's quarters room on this thing. Like what you think is what used to be the captain's bunk, and there's all kinds of like fairly nice clothes and things in there.
Okay.
I don't know what this thing does off the top of my head. I'm going to look it up, but I'm going to take the chemalizer. Just because.
Could I, before we left the station,
I gave you a link to it in the channel. If you search that site, you'll find all the answers to what you're looking for.
Oh,
Ooh, outstanding.
before we left the station,
Mm-hmm.
is there a chance I could have also used my profession outlaw
Mm-hmm.
to attempt to procure a particular weapon?
You were at a truck stop in the middle of nowhere.
That's exactly where an assassin would hide a cache of weapons.
That's a possibility. Yeah, if you could really go roll, you can find what you're looking for.
Okay. I'm specifically looking for a Circassian sniper rifle.
Oh, it's very specific. You're
It
assuming
is.
that a Circassian came here, did a
Yes.
drop,
Yes.
saw the cops and was like, oh shit, I gotta drop my hot stuff.
Or, a contact, or someone
Right.
who sells weapons, or I stashed one here a long time ago after a job. Just
Mhm.
anything. Yeah, you know what yeah.
Yeah, roll that roll.
20.
And I'll say if you spend a point of fortune, you do find a small cache that includes a Sarkeesian sniper rifle.
You can have my fortune from the beginning of the game.
Okay, there you go.
Alright. So I now have my knife, a pistol, and my sniper. I'm good to go, and some nice clothes. I'm good to go, guys.
All right, cool.
Ooh. You know what? I'm gonna take the if no one claimed the shock pad, I'll grab that.
Okay.
I still can't find the redundancy belt anywhere.
What's it called?
Redundancy belt.
belt.
found it.
To do.
What?
What does it do?
It if you wear it for at least 24 hours, the belt creates duplicates of your existing vital organs that last as long as you wear the belt, magically and temporarily rearranging your internal anatomy to create space for them. You gain a +4 resistance bonus to fortitude saving throws against poison to
That's
withstand
awesome.
the harmful effects of thick and thin atmospheres and to avoid choking when breathing in heavy smoke. You can hold your breath for a number of rounds equal to 4 times your constitution score, and you always take minimum damage from falls.
Oh,
That's
Kitty like.
dope.
Damn.
That's a hell of a device.
Yeah.
Shit. And all I took was a piece of armor plating. But if I get
No one
hit, it deals
else
shock damage
wants
back to the
it.
person who hit me.
That's true. There you go. Cool. So, anything else before you would like to move on? Anybody?
I came, I saw, and all I got was this damn belt.
Well, you got a piece of art. You got a stick of armor.
I got a freaking hexagon chest plate. Crackles with energy.
Cool. So,
you could
I look like a lizard version of Tony
jam
Stark.
the flame spinner on.
Yes, I did. It is like a bola that's on fire.
Oh, is it?
It's a melee weapon.
Oh, I thought it was like a spinning flamethrower.
It requires 2 hands and proficiency in advanced melee. I don't know if anybody's got that.
I actually think I do.
A flame spinner consists of 2 weighted balls attached to a length of cable. The pair is spun in an elegant, showy dance of spinning fire. It uses petrol to generate.
However, I will not take it. I think somebody should take the specialty, the toolkit.
Does it have my kind of tools?
I think it should be like an engineering kind of thing, or a computery thing.
I was gonna say
full
we
of
can do
tiny
definitely one for
screwdrivers.
Pepper, for their engineering, or one for like lockpicks or thieves tools for me. Just whatever we want to do as a group.
What's the chemalizer do?
I'm taking that, and it pretty much sounds exactly what it is.
It
I can
analyzes
identify chemicals or substances.
Well, that's badass.
I thought it analyzed camels. Like, very specific type of device.
I thought it caramelized onions, so I mean,
That was my
tell
first
you what.
thought, but then I heard camel on the last bit, so.
It's a camelizer. It just turns things into camels.
You know. Cool. So,
Never
guys-
know when you need a camel.
you guys pull up to another rando sort of truck stop thing in the middle of a gaseous nebula. What do you do?
Do we have gas?
You have plenty of fuel.
Oh, okay. How are we doing on food and provisions?
Not something you need to worry about at this point.
Fair enough.
You bought 14 dozen donuts. I think you'll be fine.
I am a big ass lizard.
I mean,
I eat a lot.
you might have to ration for a while. Who knows?
So we have docked and we're headed out towards the crowd.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You start to notice that this truck stop is not an ordinary truck stop. It's kind of flashy. There's a lot of chrome. There's some funky sounding music going on, and so
Oh
who
my
here?
god, we turned into the car show.
I was just about to say, who here has been to who's seen Fast and the Furious? Okay, yeah. Is that you haven't seen it, or you didn't pay attention?
I haven't seen it, but I know what it's about. But I know what a car show is.
There you go. This is an amped up car show basically.
With
So
spaceships.
with spaceships, and they're all like they all like weird paint jobs. They've got like fenders where they don't need to be. There's some that actually have like extra
God.
tacked on rockets that just don't do anything, but like sort of make extra rocket sounds, that sort of stuff. But there's just
Space
like
spoilers.
space
Such a
spoilers.
shit
Yeah.
show.
Yeah. So that, and there's just a massive party going on right now.
Look at this ship show. Jesus Christ.
Ship show. I like it. Somebody like hands you a bunch of drinks and you're just like, party, yeah, and just goes on with their goes on their way. So you all have like Bud Light seltzers now.
Oh my god, this is great. Thanks.
Yeah.
Right, they're passing out White Claw.
Yeah. No, actually Bud Light seltzer's better for you. It hydrates you better.
Oh, alright.
That's an important thing in space.
That is.
Hydrate.
Get drunk while being hydrated, you know.
In space, no one can hear you drink.
In space, no one can hear you hydrate.
So I guess the first rando person that walks by, I'm gonna ask about this unbreakable lock company.
What social skills you got?
I have diplomacy of 3, not
Okay.
that great, but I do have a +4, so it's technically +7.
Oh, okay. Give it a
Remember, I
roll.
got all those votes.
Oh yeah.
That's right. I
You're
forgot.
Nice.
So, I mean,
You're good, in
technically,
you're good in everything right now.
I totally forgot about it when I rolled that roll earlier.
That's cool. All right. Yeah. Give your roll that diplomacy and see if you can make friends.
Oh god.
So 17
17 total.
total, yeah.
Okay. Cool. So you're actually sort of like bobbing your head to the beat, and you just how do you approach this dude who's like no shirt, just the tightest of shorts that he could be wearing. He's like just decked out in all kinds of jewelry. There's like alien chicks all hanging around him. He's just like he's having a good time. How does Nibble approach this dude?
So Nibble is a Xeno seeker.
Uh-huh.
He, it's his job to go out and meet new aliens and learn their ways.
Mm-hmm.
So when he starts walking up, he's just bobbing his head, and then he starts doing like the like crazy arm wave, and he starts kicking his legs, and he just like slowly makes his way over, and then as he's talking, he's like shoving his head like between the guy's head and the other girl, and he's like, "Hey, want to know about the lock place?"
So what you actually see is like this dude has a head, but it's like a sort of vestigial head because his eyes and mouth and nose or anything are like in his chest. So like you're actually talking at this massive mouth full of teeth, and he's just like, "Hey!" And he doesn't quite
Understand?
he doesn't understand what you're saying because he's just not listening. But he's like, "I like your style, man."
Oh god.
I like to dance.
Yeah, dance is
Just
awesome.
keep going.
So Nibble's over there dancing. Does anybody else want to give it a try?
Is there a DJ somewhere?
There is a DJ. By the way, Nibble, you just made a new friend.
Oh, sweet.
Jesus.
Bartender.
There is a bartender as well.
I'm gonna go find the DJ, and because Nibbles is now dancing, I'm gonna have him play whatever the latest remix of the hamster dance is.
Is that all you do with the DJ?
For right now.
Okay. So you go up and he's like, "Dude, don't be lame." And then like switches it into like basically that, but just like the most synthwave techno version of it. And the
Right.
whole place just like, yeah.
Just absolutely loses their collective shit about it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I just want to make sure that I'm understanding this. You're informing me that right now we're currently raving to a synthwave version of the hamster dance.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
This is the
Synthwave
future.
space version of the hamster dance.
This is the future.
This is the future.
This is what we have to look forward to, Steve.
Nianta, you talk to the
Almost
bartender.
got it.
I asked the bartender, male or female?
You're not sure.
Good compatriot, bartender, friend.
So you're talking this loud? Bartender can still barely hear you, just the noise is that loud. Not, I'm just for comparison's sake. Like this
Okay.
is how you normally talk. Yeah, it's almost the whisper at this point. So, but the bartender sort of gets your attention. You get in. He's like, "Hey, what can I get you?"
I would like to know if you know anything about the previous, I believe, previous owners of this area.
You mean this place?
Yes.
This place?
The impossible to break into vault company.
The what? No, this place is this place is a chrome shop. This is run by Dorito.
Dorito. Where might I find this Dorito?
Nobody talks to the Dorito. If you ain't friends with Dorito, if you were friends with Dorito, you'd know where to find him. So, you know. But if you ain't friends, I don't know. Who are you?
How might one become friends with Dorito?
Dorito.
You start
Come
by
from-
finding out who Lays is.
Yeah. Yeah, Dorito, you know, he doesn't talk to nobody. He doesn't get to know you. He gets to know you through racing you. That's what Dorito do. Anyway, what can I get you?
A glass of warm milk, please.
He looks at you and he gives you the version of a space white Russian.
Perfect.
Call it a white Nova, for God's sakes.
Cool. So, Pepper and President Ovaltine, what are you two doing?
I relay all this over comms, by the way, so that they're all in the loop.
Everybody's like, what? Huh?
Dorito!
Yeah,
I'm looking for Doritos!
People like looking
Why
next
is
to
he
you like,
yelling
what?
burritos?
Pepper and Ovaltine, what are you guys doing?
Well, Presley Pepper Sage pulled out their biggest party wrench.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus Christ.
Does it got
Party wrench.
sparkles?
It does. It is
That glow
bedazzled.
sticks.
It is bedazzled. Okay, cool.
It is bedazzled, and it's got UV paint splatters all over it.
Nice. I like it.
And Pepper's just going to town.
Cool. There's a lot of really cool spaceships hanging out over there. Some on the docks.
So did he actually, did Yanta actually use the communicator to say that?
He does know a name. He's got you a name so far.
Alright,
Yeah.
so as I'm dancing, Nibbles is like, hey, my friend wants to know where to find good burritos.
Yes.
I think that's what he said.
He like takes you under his arm. He's like, "You want enchiladas? Let's go this way."
Okay.
It's fantastic.
So
And
Pepper,
also, yes.
Going to get Mexican food. I'll be back in a little bit.
But not just any Mexican, it's space Mexican.
Yes,
Right.
Mexican.
what you do? Pepper.
I'm gonna party my way over to the ships, check them out. 'Cause
This is
probably
this
really nifty.
this is kind of a quieter area where this is you're kind of away from the music, so it's not as loud, but everybody's just checking out each other's rides. Some people have even sort of walked up to the Sunrise Maid and they're just like, whatever, that looks lame. Yeah, everybody's just sort of checking out each other's rides. They have the whole like, some of them have their engine compartments and cargo bays lifted out so that you can check those out. There is one really annoying ship where the entire cargo bay is literally nothing but like speakers, and it's literally just like it's just
You
nothing
said-
but like
You
bass
said
noise.
awesome incorrectly?
Yeah, I did. I apologize. It's nothing but awesome inside.
So it's completely annoying, but nothing but subwoofers.
It's just nothing but subwoofers, so it's literally just that. Like, you can't get the melody or anything out of it. It's literally just all bass.
I just like go unplug the damn thing.
Sean isn't old right now.
I'm not an old. I love that
You are.
shit.
Oh goodness. Parsley Pepper Sage is paying attention to what they're calling the other ships cool and feeling kind of like a little hurt that they're not vibing with our ship, you know.
Mhm.
Like, it's vintage, okay? It's an antique, right? It's got those blue antique plates, like,
You
our
actually,
ship is just fine.
you explain this to one passerby, and they're like, "Yeah, vintage."
Got the red plate that says
dig it.
horseless carriage.
So you check out some of the other ships, and you're like, "You give me an engineering roll."
Oh god, we're all gonna come back. This thing's gonna have like a
Oh
drop,
my god,
and
yes.
suspension, some spinners on the
22.
freaking cowlings.
22, nice. So you realize that a lot of these ships are still just stock for the most part. None of them really have anything. They're all really high end, but like there's nothing like fancy about them. You're pretty sure they're actually comparable to your ship, even though it just doesn't look awesome on the outside. So you think your ship is just as fast as any of these other ones.
We are not drag racing.
My ship may look kind of like dusty and old and, you know, like it could fall apart at any second, but I bet my ship could go just as fast as yours.
You hear a couple
If
of like,
not faster.
ooh, like from the crowd.
God damn it.
President Ovaltine, what are you doing?
What was? So, did you actually say we're looking for Dorito?
I did say we're looking for Dorito.
Alright, so if that's the name that I was given over the intercom, I would like to be. So, there's that. The shot is like of the crowd, you know, dancing. So it's like all the people kind of like just moving,
Mm-hmm.
and then the shot is in the back corner up against the wall, 3 feet above everybody else.
It's like a wave just all around you of lights and masses of people, and like you're just standing there like.
But I'm gonna keep an eye out, and I want to see, is there somebody, like, is there a back office, or is there a place that like where's the administration of this club? Like, who's profiting from this club?
Give me a perception roll.
Let me speak to your manager.
Yeah, I mean,
Carrying the fuck out of it.
16.
Good enough. You do see that they're everybody's sort of like on what's the dance floor, which is like an old docking bay sort of thing. But there is sort of like a higher tier area, which would have been like an old like sort of upper level area for construction or whatever, and that's all decked out, and there's not as many people up there, and they're all just sort of looking down, laughing and having drinks and whatever. But you definitely see a crowd of people just sort of sitting around, sort of just doing their thing or whatever.
Okay, so that's the people that in the
Sorry.
shop where there's like a whole party and everyone, there's that one booth that's like got all the serious like named characters who are like talking business.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, I want to start making my way up there stealthily, please.
Okay, roll me a stealth check.
Fuck. Can I burn a fortune?
It's up to your group. You have a ton of it right now.
We still have 3, so
Does anyone mind if I don't take a nat 1 on my
Wait, is
stealth?
that including the one we got from earlier? Is that including that one?
No.
I burned-
this is
I-
the party piece.
Yeah.
So I'm
There's
just
3.
picturing this because you rolled a nat 1 in a like super loud rave party.
Mhm.
This would equate to you just sort of tripping and falling next to the DJ booth, and like it cuts out the music for like a second, and everybody looks at you like, boo, get that guy out of fuck that guy, and you're just like, sorry, move away. And then the party just kicks right back up again.
Actually chucks her sage across.
Leaning into the mic.
Can we do that? We're doing the fortune.
Sure, if you
if you want to use it, go ahead.
Really
Yeah.
want.
Okay.
Yeah,
I,
3
I'd
in
like
the
to
pool, and then everyone has their own individual for being awesome earlier.
Okay.
Yeah, use the individual one.
And then a nat
Go.
20.
Did you just go from one extreme to the other? Wow.
I
okay.
did.
He did.
So
Holy crap.
no tripping and falling
No,
and
that actually happens, but then everybody's like, "You're a dork," whatever, and then you just
just
disappear. Nobody remembers that happens. You just disappear, and then
Everyone now thinks the DJ fucked up and hit the wrong button.
you're actually up in that area, but nobody's taking notice of you at this point.
Okay.
Do you tell
So I'd
everybody
like-
that you're doing this?
I'll go over comms and you said that
My voice was still quiet.
Niantic, yeah, you said that with Nianta's like voice, we still could barely hear them. So with mine, I will be like, I'm going for a closer look upstairs.
Pepper
All
being
that comes across is static.
yeah. Pepper being in an area where it's not as loud, she's the only one that heard that.
Okay. All right, so only Pepper knows where I am.
Does Pepper respond to it? Verbally, though.
What are you going upstairs for? What's upstairs? Can I come too?
Oh, so we're still looking for Dorito, right?
That's the only sort of lead that you have so far.
All right. Well, am I still up at the DJ's booth?
You are still up at the DJ's booth, yeah. Unless you haven't moved.
I haven't gone
Okay.
anywhere. Can I just like shove him out of the booth, take the mic, and just yell, "I have a delivery for Burrito"?
Yikes.
Wow, excuse me. Holy crap. That was my response to that. Yes, you do that. So suddenly, again, all the music cuts out. There's just that scratch on the turntable. And then Sobek's just like, yeah, I got a delivery for Burrito. Is there a burrito here? I need burrito.
Dorito, my friend! D!
Sorry, Dorito, not Burrito.
So, this,
Spicy Dorito.
this tough, muscly looking alien dude stands up, walks to the edge, looks down at you down at the DJ's booth. He's like, I'm Dorito. Who's asking?
Me.
Who are you?
I'm me. Who are you?
I just said I'm Dorito.
That's the kind of stupidity this sounds like right now.
What?
I'm looking for you. There you go.
A couple of muscly type dudes come like right up next to you and just like want to escort you.
Don't touch me. But I'll go with them.
They don't touch you, but they just sort of like flank you in such a manner that there's only really one way for you to go.
That's fine. As long as I
Okay.
get up there to go see him.
And then the music just gets back on and everything is right back to normal.
See? And now we know where he is.
Pepper, which, by the way, Ovaltine, you're within 30 feet of this dude.
I'd like to be a living shadow that just follows them to whatever weird conference room they're gonna go to beat the crap out of him.
They don't. They actually bring him up there.
Okay, then I'd just like to hang out near the booth and just kind of observe what happens.
Okay?
None of
Pepper.
you watch Triple X?
Pepper, you got the information that he was going up there. You're the only one that heard that. What do you do?
So he's just going upstairs to see what's there.
Yeah, that's
Right.
that's what he told you. And then Sobek did his thing and got escorted in that direction.
But we now saw him lean over the rail yelling at me, so we know what he looks like, though.
Right, you know what he looks like. He's actually a big Vesk.
All right. I can work with that.
I gotta protect my friend.
Okay. So you go running up, and you're at the stairs, and there's just these other two big vests just looking at you. They look down at you. You have like your sparkle wrench, and they're like, "What?"
I would like to race Dorito.
They both just crack up laughing and just laugh at you.
What? My ship can take him.
And they laugh at you again. They're like, "All right, you know what? Come up. You're hilarious. Dorito would love to meet somebody who thinks that they can beat him." So,
Oh, serious?
Well, out of curiosity, how big is he?
he's slightly bigger than you are. Just more
Okay, 'cause
muscly,
I'm-
more jacked.
Okay, because I'm on the big side for a Vec to begin with.
Yeah, he's
But, okay.
he's on the biggest
He's got
side.
a couple years on me then.
Yeah.
fine.
Nianta
I'll get him.
and Nibble. This has all gone down. How do you guys react to it?
Was I able to hear the music stop?
Music stopped and it's all started back up again.
Okay, so the bartender was within range for hearing that. Nyanta will sit at the bar for a moment, look up as they're going up, take stock of everyone else that's there as far as guards goes, and think, what are the numbers?
I'm sorry, say that again.
Like guards, henchmen.
There's not a lot of henchmen. There's just enough.
Okay, then Nyanta will look at that, stop for a second, pay for the drink, down the rest of it, and just trudge over like, yes, must save my crew, save the crew, captain's job. Righto.
About the time that you walk over, you're just there at just the right time to see them escorting Pepper up.
Colonel Spices, what are you doing?
It's Colonel Spicy Mustard.
I'm challenging Dorito to a race.
Have you cleaned up the ship proper for a race?
Like, you're the captain? Okay, you gotta come too. They're just still laughing their asses off.
God,
Nibble,
he's the only one missing.
So yeah.
you and your best your friend face, muscle friend face, muscle chest friend face, are both like, he's just like shoving plates of enchiladas into his stomach, directly right there. You have no idea where it's all going. Just, it's a lot of food.
It's going to his face.
So I definitely would have eaten an enchilada, but could I? Are there any burritos?
There are, yeah, sure, there's burritos as well. Just like
So-
grab and go burritos.
Yeah, yeah. So
It's the Cosmic Chipotle food truck.
right.
Okay.
So as I'm scooping up these burritos, I'm sure that I heard the music go off and the screaming of somebody's looking for Dorito.
Mm-hmm.
So I stand there holding the burritos and going, "Oh." Do I see any of them getting escorted up?
Yeah, you're actually now watching Nianta and Pepper getting escorted up there.
So I'll turn to Bump Muscular Chest Mouth Man.
He says his name is Derek.
I
Nibbles
was expecting like
chuckles.
still.
You have a weird name, but I like you. Give me your cosmic phone number.
He's like, yeah, my best friend is Dorito. You want to hang out? We can all do everything. It'd be awesome. Like, yeah, man.
Yeah, maybe he won a burrito.
Yeah, you know what? Let's go see if he wants burritos now. Let's go up there.
Oh my god.
And I stuff them into my cheeks. We're walking up.
He's got burrito paper sticking out, falling out of his mouth. Bits of rice.
So you all end up there at the same time, and there's just this Vesk with some other alien types and humans and stuff, androids and things, just all sitting around in a corner, just having a bunch of chill drinks and everything. And they look up at you, and you're all there now. And so Dorito just looks at you all and just like, what are you here doing crashing my party?
I defer to Captain Nyanta.
We are trying to break into the Unbreakable Vault Company.
I'm sorry. You're trying to what? The
No,
Unbreakable Vault Company?
Let me translate that. We are trying to find the company that made this particular vault.
Wait, you guys got one of them vaults? They haven't made those things. They haven't made those things in years.
You know.
This
Awesome.
is the last known address. At
Oh,
least according to the manufacturer's ticket.
I know what you guys are after. All right, I see. So, I imagine you're looking for the deep market. Am I right?
Yeah, deep market. That's where we go.
Oh, you
As
do.
everybody's
I
talking.
was totally expecting Nimbles to use different words.
Oh no, deep market, right?
Deep market.
But as he's agreeing, he's spitting out one burrito and placing it. And then when he's done, he just goes, "Humans call this smorgasbord."
Everybody sort of looks at just like these saliva encrusted burritos and just like, ew.
Can I have some?
I just grab one and stuff it in my face. Fucking
Yeah.
hungry.
You can all take
All this
a
talk,
burrito.
all this talk of food made me hungry. now.
Everyone gets plus one burrito.
You're so
That's
considerate,
one-
Nibble.
One sloppy
Gonna-
wet burrito.
Add that to our inventories. One burrito. Saturated.
So can you get us to this deep market?
Well, you see, that's the trick now, isn't it? Getting to the deep market. You guys don't know anything about how you get there, do you?
No.
Yeah.
So word
That's
is
it.
I hear you want to race me. Is that what I hear?
Yeah.
Derek, so you
That's
friend
Who said
help.
that?
Yeah, Derek comes up and sits. He's like, "Yeah, this guy says he's got the fastest ship he's ever seen."
I see
Nibble
that?
never ever said anything like that.
Either way, you're going to
Oh,
get
we are
glared
so
at
behind.
by Nyanta. What? Where the hell did you learn that?
Even I'm like dumbfounded, like. What?
I totally believe muscular face man.
Name's Derek. I dig your vibe, cat.
Hi, Derek.
Derek
Hi,
is a
hey.
strange name.
How you doing, sweetheart?
Sweetheart to me.
No, to Pepper.
totally to Devin.
I was gonna say, sir, I am not into face people. I apologize.
Oh,
Oh.
don't piss him off, Devin.
All right, cool. Dig your vibe still. So Dorito leans forward and is just like, "All right, so there's only one way you get into the deep market. You race into the deep market."
Challenge accepted.
All right, I dig it. Let's do this. All right, so he like stands up and like goes to give a speech, and suddenly the whole place is quiet as if it respects him. He's just like, "There's gotta be a race!" And everybody cheers, and all the people who like have their ships here go and like they're like, "Race, race, race!" And they go into their they're all like you hear ships fire up and everything, and they start to peel away, and they all sort of line up at a line just in front of the
Make a drag line down the middle.
yeah, they line up, and Dorito kind of turns back to you guys, and he's just like, "Fire that antique ship of yours up, because you're about to race for your life."
Or our lives? What?
That's figurative, right?
No. Oh, you. Oh. Everybody just kind of chuckles. They're like, so here's the rules of the race. In order to get into the deep market, you literally got to get into the deep market. Which means there's a beast that roams around here, likes eating up ships, churning them through its belly. But it really just likes feasting on the rocks and the gas itself. It only comes out when it feels awake in the nebula, and then it starts chasing after you. And once you got it chasing after you, you gotta wait till its mouth opens, and then you gotta get in that mouth somehow in a split second before it closes. Otherwise, you dash against those hard as adamantium teeth.
Oh, it's like budong?
Sure.
Like, what?
Oh wow, I'm surprised Sean didn't get that.
I'll see you on the nebula.
Oh boy. I did not realize what I was getting us into, and I apologize, kind of, but also not really, because we still need to go there anyway.
How confident are you in souping up our engine in the next 30 seconds?
As if you have to ask.
So Derek comes up to Nibble and just like wraps his arm around your shoulder, which is you're like just in his shoulder now. He's like, hey man, I can't believe you're gonna race Dorito. That's awesome. I hope your ship is fast. I've seen some idiots out there just, yeah, they don't make it. Their ships explode on the monster's teeth and just, yeah, it's real bad. It's real bad. But
It's
anyway,
okay. We survived explosion once. Maybe again.
you're crazy, man. I like you. All right. So good luck. And he like slaps your back and you like jump forward.
Flying.
Yeah.
President Ovaltine, you've been in the shadows
Yes.
this whole time.
I have. I've been fighting off the urge to just dive out of the shadows and kill Dorito during his speech.
Well, now we know how to get into the deep market, though.
So now we do know. So
Work
what I would
habit.
like to do is remain in the shadows.
Mhm.
Since I assume we're all going back to the ship, doing the race, and then ultimately trying to get into the monsters.
You should totally sabotage his ship.
That's what I was about to say. I'm gonna stay in the shadows, work my way back to the hangars, and actually try to sabotage his ship.
Okay. Cool.
Great minds think alike.
Yeah, boy.
Oh, if Pepper knew. Oh.
Oh, not a
It'd be
fair
like letting
race.
up. No, we'll let Nibbles loose in the wiring. Go.
So,
This one's live.
Alright.
Not
Yeah,
anymore.
Nibble, find a live wire for me.
Find the live ones and make them all dead.
yeah.
Yeah.
What's shoot.
He comes back out looking like he got hit with a hairdryer.
Let's see. Give me a sense motive.
A sense
Go.
mode?
Yeah. Oh, nice.
11.
Damn.
So you manage to stand around long enough and you sort of pick up on enough conversations of people talking and you hear how this thing works. Where basically what has to happen is enough ships have to race through the nebula along a certain pathway, which causes a disturbance in the nebula, which actually summons the beast. And then you have to outrun the beast long enough, but sort of close enough where it thinks it's gonna clamp down on you and eat you, and like just, you know, sort of bite into your ship with its teeth. And
Yeah.
then
So
at the last moment, you literally have to fly backwards into the beast's mouth.
yeah, you need multiple ships in there to awaken it. Is what
Mhm.
I picked up, and then it chases you until it's about to get you, opens its mouth, and you have to reverse
Hit the
thrust
brakes.
back inside of it. Yeah.
Right.
Down the
Okay.
You fucking with this ship might kill Dorito.
Yeah.
Okay, just letting you know that.
Might need him when we get in there. Don't kill him. Just make the ship slower.
That would literally kill him. All right. I will not fuck with his ship then.
Okay. So I'm not stopping you, but
I know. This character's trying to not do things like that anymore.
okay.
Trying.
Specifically, he's
Anymore.
Also,
Yeah.
Pepper is really
Again.
intimidating with that wrench.
Yeah, like everybody's like, oh man, that rent, jeez.
That wrench will definitely take off some toenails.
Cool. So, if you look at your character sheet list, you actually have your own copy of the Sunrise Maiden, and it's completely filled out to the point where it gives you everything and all of its stats and everything.
Can I try to do any last minute like tune-ups and stuff?
Yeah, we'll get to that in a second.
Cool. Okay.
So the way this is going to work is we're kind of going to do a sort of series of checks. If you get enough of them, you'll win the race, sort of thing. But you have to take a crew action in your station that somehow enhances or does something to the ship during the course of the race.
Holy
That'll
crap.
help it out.
Ooh.
So like Nianta as the captain can like encourage you or something like that. Nibbles as the engineer can actually like do something to the engines or throw power one way or another to sort of help it. Pepper, you as a science officer, you can like censor something or something like that. So those are the types of things. I think I sent you guys the crew actions, so make sure you have that up just so that you can see what you're going to do. So Pepper, when you're flying in the Sunrise Maiden, you already get +1 to any 2 checks per round. That's just sort of the natural abilities of the ship. You can't actually replace anything. You can't really enhance anything or replace parts, but you could do some engineering wizardry to maybe help you in some other way, or you could do some sort of science scene or something. Like you have a chance here to sort of give yourself an edge.
Okay. Would I... How specific would you like me to be?
You can be as specific as you want to. Specific's probably better.
So basically, if the ship has any fluids, I would like to replenish them if possible and make sure all the wiring is definitely and securely soldered in place. Make sure all of the computer systems are debugged and defragged and whatever else I can possibly do to them.
Okay.
Because the ship probably runs on like Windows 10 or something. I don't know.
Probably. Space
It's
Windows
old,
10.
it's Vista.
Oh God, the ship runs on Vista.
Not good.
We're all gonna die.
Make sure there's no like broken parts that I didn't see when we first found the ship. Make sure the outside is all secure, like there's no panels loose, there's no like... Can you get rust? On
Space
a planet,
rust?
probably.
Probably.
Space rust! Yeah, all those things, and if anyone comes up with any ideas as well, that's fine too.
That's actually good enough, because what the race doesn't start immediately. Like everybody wants to tune up and like do everything that they want to do. You actually manage to switch the ship into a race mode where basically it will go as fast as it can, but it sort of diminishes all the other
Firepower.
systems in the ship. Yeah.
Which
So
is fine. I don't think we're gonna be using any guns this turn.
you shouldn't have to. But so you actually
Okay.
have the ability to do a +1 to any 3 checks per round. So You get that,
Ooh.
and also the ship just goes a little bit faster than it should.
Sweet.
Now, I have a question for you.
Mhm.
The weapons, because I know that there's 5 different arcs.
Mm-hmm.
How does that work between 2 gunners? Do we just control them all at once? Or do
So-
we have 2 sides of the ship?
To be a gunner, you are actually at one of your stations. So there's a forward station, there's a port station, an aft station, and a starboard station. So you would there's also the turret too. So in order to fire those weapons, somebody has to be in that particular station in order to fire it.
Okay, so I gotta run around like a madman.
If you-
This, it says that you can fire at will with any.
Oh yeah, it's in your arc.
Regardless of their arc.
Yeah.
Regardless of their arc.
Right, but that's a skill, and that just fires wildly with a -4 penalty. Because you're firing everything at once, but if there's individual stations for individual guns that I gotta be at,
And
I
it
have to
says under there, it says shoot gunnery phase. You can fire one of your ship's weapons. If you use turret weapon, you can in any arc. So, in other words.
Right. No, that's
turrets.
not what I'm saying. It's if I have to shoot the gun on the starboard side of the ship, I have to be at the starboard console to fire it. And then if I have to be at the port console, I have to wait another turn to run over there and use that.
Correct. You have to make that movement at the
I
beginning
have
of
to
the
make the
round.
movement before I can fire the damn thing.
Mhm.
There's not one center console where I can just push buttons and fire everything.
Unless it's a turret weapon, because then you can fire.
Right, because the turret obviously rotates and it'll fire in any direction.
Yep, that's correct.
Okay, that's what I needed to know, because it's just me.
Yeah, it doesn't really say it, but it does say changing roles, which I'm guessing that's part of it.
Terry's there too, so like if you need him to do something, he can do something. Cool. So yeah, you've got the ship modified into race mode, and yeah, we'll actually do a we'll do an initiative. So if everybody wants to roll an initiative, we'll go that route to sort of get an order of things.
Huh?
Is an initiative mostly going to be determined by our roll, though?
Yeah, I just want an order of people. So
Okay.
Right, so hang on.
Oh yeah, I gotta change back.
Characters. Yeah, me too. Like shit. We can't have them both open. Oh my god.
Nice.
Freaking nat 20.
Where
The time I didn't need the nat 20.
Yeah, right.
Well, yeah.
Always the case. Always nat 20 initiative.
that is
The hell would I
a
actually
17.
All right.
I rolled a 13.
Who else has a plus? Somebody's got a +1 to their rolls.
Oh, me? But does it count during initiative rolls?
No, for their vote last week.
Oh.
Not me.
I don't think that was me. I don't think.
I gotta switch.
I don't remember it being me, so I'm going to say it wasn't.
Oh, it was. Yeah, it was President Ovaltine because I voted for him.
oh,
I remember that now.
And the rest of us voted for our most innocent engineer.
That's because he literally put his life in his mouth.
Hey, how else are you going to find the live wire?
Usually
That
you
is
lick
true.
your fingers and go like this.
This is not, what is that movie
Home
where
Improvement?
the comms guy had to... eh,
Down periscope. Down
Yes.
periscope. That was the sonar technician. No, I'm sorry. That was the electrician. The sonar technician was
Cool. So, as you guys manage to, you line up, and then there's like this big old screen of like this, you know, scantily clad woman with like a bandana and like does the whole up and then like the down arms.
Space
and
helmet.
Yeah. That's actually, she's wearing a space helmet too. And everybody just like goes, and all the ships just sort of take off. So, Sobek, what are you
Yes.
going to do at this point in the race?
I'm gonna just not touch anything quite yet and listen to what the engineer needs me to help with to make this thing go faster.
Okay, so we'll say
Is-
that you're there to help out. So if the engineer needs anything from you, they get a +2.
Okay.
Cool. Nienta, what are you going to do?
I am going to, since demand gives me a +4 instead of a +2, attempt to demand our pilot to go faster.
Okay.
I said faster, damn it!
So that's
Intimidate roll.
yep.
Nat 20!
So you grant a
Holy crap.
+4 to
Yeah.
any specific check that the. All right. So he will have a +6 actually at this point,
Nice.
since you rolled a 20. And at this point, we need President Ovaltine. Are you back?
He's
Bam.
back.
All right.
I
cool.
don't think you can fail this roll with a +6 to your piloting now.
You sure about that?
Wait,
Don't jinx it. Don't
aren't I
jinx
supposed
it.
to go first?
So I believe
You're
pilots
thinking
go.
reverse order from the other games.
Yeah.
No, like the engineer is supposed to go first to.
No, we're not doing it that way.
Oh,
We're not
okay.
doing actual ship combat at this point.
Oh,
Cool.
We're doing what we're doing inside the ship.
Yeah.
So, President,
Yes.
You're the pilot. What you gonna do?
Fly the ship.
Thanks.
I
You're in a Fast and Furious moment. What are you gonna do?
drift it, dude. Just drift the whole damn thing.
Well, we're in the beginning, right? So in the beginning of a Fast and Furious race, if we're both good guys, then we don't do anything nefarious yet. So I will honorably no, I don't rev the engines. That's the engineer's job.
You smash the throttle.
Yeah. I'll awesomely turn on the headlights.
You'll turn on the headlights. Okay.
Yep. And sit in the pilot seat, and then look over menacingly at the other pilot, since I assume we're at some sort of starting line.
Well, you've already taken off at this point. So, but there is one sort of like it's that whole thing where like he's coming up on you, and like you can. It's like your bridge is actually in the very front, so you can actually see his bridge, and it's clear as well. And so you could look over, and what are you gonna do?
it's just before you hit the NOS.
I was just gonna say.
Well, I don't
that.
want to do anything. That's the thing. I don't want to do anything engine-wise, because that's going to be whoever the engineer is. Like, I'm literally just steering the ship at this point.
Space boat.
Just fly casual.
I want to do a stunt,
Okay.
and I want to spin out in front of them.
dual
Okay.
barrel roll.
Yeah.
Do a barrel roll.
And then add 6 to that, so 35.
Jesus.
You rolled a
Christ.
19, and you're adding 6 to that plus whatever you got. 10 already. So yeah. So you.
So I triple spin out in front of them and just corkscrew to hell and back, and just put all sorts of space gravel on their windshield.
You do that, and then you look out the other way, and there's Dorito,
Just right there.
just right there.
Oh man.
Cool.
Can't beat him with a 19, guys. We're screwed. I should have sabotaged the ship.
Well, you left that other one in the dust, but like Dorito keeps.
Oh.
Up with you.
Dorito keeps up with me? Alright,
Yeah.
alright. Okay. Alright.
Nibbles, you're the engineer.
Yeah.
What are you gonna
Nibbles
do?
comes over the comm, and all you can hear is like clang, 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 clang. Nibbles diverting power
Okay, where are you diverting power?
to the engines.
All right.
What?
Well, I have to roll to determine. Or well, that's during combat. So actually, I don't know how this works in non-combat.
You would still use the divert action. So whatever the divert
Okay.
action is.
Yeah. So divert power to the engines, giving speed increase by 2 on the following fly, I guess.
Okay.
Do I need to roll anything for that?
Roll your engineering.
Roll my engineering. What insane pluses do we already have?
So anybody at any time can take a +1 to any 3 checks.
Damn it.
And if you want Sobek's help, you could get another +2.
I mean, why not take the help?
Sure.
So that's what, +3,
Mm-hmm.
+4, so I'm already at +7.
Okay. You and Steve together.
Here we go.
23. Not bad.
30.
So, you hear Nibbles just talk randomly and lots of clanging, and then all of a sudden, President Ovaltine, you actually see that you're still like locked eyes with Dorito, but you're starting to pull out ahead as the ship is getting just a little bit faster. Pepper, what do you do? Sorry, I just saw Steve flicking him off.
You're muted, Steve.
I'm gonna say, but my finger's like this long because
Yeah.
toe just.
It's like a giant breadstick.
So like, instead of this, you've got this going on.
No, I just picture it like one of those foam, fingers for.
He's
Yeah,
got a
number one.
giant
There you
like,
go.
noodle. He's got a chunk of a noodle for a middle finger.
Oh goodness. All right, I hear the engines revving. I hear us pulling ahead. I hear.
Batman.
I can make this baby purr.
Okay.
I'm not really sure. I don't really have any.
So you're at the science station, so you could try to science this somehow. You could maybe engineer this somehow. You could, use some other skill in a sciencey sort of way.
For navigation.
Yeah, you could navigate the best way through the nebula in front of you. You might be able to catch like a different pathway that'll sort of like there'll be less
make a
resistance
bigger
in space.
You could scan his ship.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
I
could
can?
even scan the other ships too.
Yes, that is a move I can do. Yeah.
It's actually a good idea.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you, Dwayne.
Well done.
I didn't say that. You said already.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna go
another
ahead
2
and,
of them.
and
Roll a computer's
Scan.
check.
Yas. $11.
That's not great. That's not good.
Yeah, but doesn't she have the bonuses too?
Yeah.
She would only she would get a
To
+1.
checks.
Yeah. So
Does anyone care to allow me to abduct and probe a fortune point for the greater good?
Will, have you used the one that we got from? Didn't we get one in the beginning?
yeah.
Do it.
Have you used your? I don't think you've used your own.
Oh no, I have not.
You can use that.
Where are they listed anyhow?
They are
No.
not.
They're
You just
not.
yeah,
they
you-
aren't.
you just got the ones. that just
I
use
have
it.
the group pools written down,
Okay.
but I don't have the personal ones.
Yeah, there's no personal spot for it, so just mental note it.
Alrighty, then I'm gonna
Stickies
do
everywhere.
Roll it again. Roll computers again.
that. I did.
+1.
+1.
+1.
+1. +1.
And I'll help.
Yeah, actually.
After with my help in engineering, I'll come running up the front.
So he's like, no, hit that button. So you get a pretty decent roll. You manage to get sort of a 3D display around the piloting station. That's actually, he can literally see where everyone's at around him in relation to where the maiden is. So he's got an extra. He gets a +2 to his piloting checks to do stuff at this point.
Oh my god.
So yeah, gotta roll some dice here. So what happens is one of the other ships in the race, you're the newbie, so they're gonna haze you as much as possible. They do some tricky stuff that actually they like hit their nos too early, obviously, because it's only the first round. But they do some like stuff when they kind of bump your ship and they pull out ahead of you, and then you get like washed in its wake, so it's a little more difficult to actually pilot this time around. So yeah, Sobek, what you do?
Yes. Where is that ship now? The one that bumped us and put us inside of its weight.
It's right in front of you.
Like directly in front of me?
Yeah, like you're looking, your whole front view is just nothing but engines at this point.
Can I put a shot to the side of it to make them swerve out of our way?
Yeah, you could try that. You would start open warfare, so that's cool. You can do that. I mean, I realize that if you fire a shot, you can pretty instinctively know that, well, you've just loosed all weapons, so things might get a little weird.
That's true. Things might get angry. Crap. I want to get him the hell out of the way. We don't have like a tractor beam or anything, do we?
No.
Damn. Crap. Yeah, because all my stuff is weapon based. So I don't have any.
You do have a flak thrower.
Yeah, but then again, it'll start making explosions and people start shooting and.
Flak wouldn't necessarily, like, if you fired lasers, that's one thing. If you did a flak thrower, that's just chaff anyway, so it's not like it's really an attack in that sense.
All right, then you know what? I know what I'll do is I'll take that the flak thrower and I'll actually try and get it to where it explodes if I can set the timer on the shells for distance and time to it literally go off right in front of their bridge.
Okay, so basically at this point you're hoping that President Ovaltine can kind of do some flippy shit with the ship to pull out ahead. Yep.
And I can just let that go like a flare and just flash bomb them.
I dig it. Cool. All right, Yanta, what do you do?
I would like to encourage our engineers.
Okay.
Since I yelled at our pilot to speed up more, and then I realized, wait, I'm yelling at the wrong person. Nibbles! Spices! Let's go faster!
Oh, I'll show him faster. I'll show him faster.
Chucks the wrench.
No, that does not actually succeed the double roll for the +4.
Well, then my reaction was perfect.
Sad faces, but you're very captainy, so everybody appreciates that, probably.
Hopefully.
President Ovaltine.
So we're doing like we're doing like a Red October thing where
Yes.
we're using the torpedoes and the timer to. Yeah.
Yes, we're right there.
Picked up on what you're doing, man. All right, so I want to turn the ship so that we can use the timer to its best advantage and have it go off where Sobek wants to.
Okay.
And we're not blinded by it. That's
Right.
the important part.
So you're gonna do a maneuver.
I want to do a
Maneuver.
maneuver.
All right. Cool.
Or a stunt, I guess.
Yeah.
Or maneuver. Yeah. Maneuver. So
Maneuver. Let's
all that
maneuver
good
it.
stuff. Yeah.
Roll me a maneuver.
Cool. So that's a piloting check. The DC is 15 plus 1.5 times your starship's tier.
Mm-hmm. So
What?
I'm just gonna roll my
don't know.
piloting.
I know what the DC is.
Cool.
Oh,
Our tier is 3 for the ship,
Right.
by the way.
Do we still have any bonuses going on here?
15 plus 1 is so it's 17. You're good.
Hey!
Look at that.
So
Awesome.
what you managed to do is you actually like get out of their wake and come on, and you're like you flip up and you do the whole Top Gun thing
I
where
was
you're
gonna say,
like
like Top Gun.
Sure. Yeah.
you do the
Yeah, like
inverted.
this.
So like now you're just like you're looking up and now you're flipping them off. And then you manage to do a maneuver where you sort of
International diplomacy.
you end up like gliding then in front of them, and then you like sort of like wag the tail of the back of the ship, and it literally just throws flak explosions all over the nebula space.
Nice.
And everybody has to like dodge out of the way, and it slows them down a little bit.
Fuck yeah! And then right the ship and keep going.
Yep. Nibbles, what you do? Not die.
yeah.
Don't do that.
Sorry. So, knowing that a flak charge is coming shortly,
Mm-hmm.
I will reroute power to the weapon.
Oh, okay. So roll me an
Oh, God.
roll me an engineering.
Engineering. At least +4. I don't know what the other pluses are. So 27.
You're good.
Holy
So
Christ.
when you do that maneuver, President Ovaltine, the flak charges actually go off. Like somehow they're just bright as small stars and suns like behind you.
Small nuclear explosions going
Yeah,
off
people
in
have
space.
no idea where they're going at this point.
Oh, does one person like turn too sharp and then hit another person?
Yeah, and they
that
go
car, like-
spiraling off.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
My
Those,
God,
are
we're-
those are two people we've never seen before. Like that's just
yeah, no, it was like those actors who were hired for this that were like, oh, that guy's in this now, but like he has the 5 minutes and that's it, and he gets wasted in the race. Like, yeah, that happens.
Yeah.
But the funny
Basically,
thing
what you're
is,
saying is we're in like the Daytona 500 of space.
yeah, but President Ovaltine looks over to like his right side, and Dorito's still with you. He's just got that look, just looking over at you.
Oh, yeah, just like the bro nod.
The bro nod. He kind of gives you the bro nod, but then hits the nos and like speeds out ahead in front of you. Pepper. What you got?
May I hit the nos?
You could hit the nos if you like, yes.
Hit all the buttons.
Is it time to hit the nos though?
I don't know. Is it time to hit the nos?
As we've learned from many of Fast and the Furious, you can't hit the nos too early.
You can't hit it too late.
Exactly.
Gotta hit it exactly when it arrives.
But if
It's like a wizard.
Dorito
The
is
racing
hitting
wizard,
the
it comes
nos.
exactly when it needs to.
You're fired. if Dorito is hitting the nos, then I, too, also in addition as well, probably should hit the nos.
Sure.
I don't know. What does the piloty pilot think? Because you're seeing the things that we're supposed to be
pilot.
going at.
I just picture Pepper like looking over her console. Should I hit the nos?
Big ass red button waiting.
Do I
Should
know
I hit the
now?
nos now?
There you go.
Do
I hit
know,
it.
Do I
Would you
know
like
if
a
now's a
box?
good time to hit the nos, or if we should wait for the betterest time?
Give me a sense motive. You don't know if it's time to hit the nos or not.
Fuck me. God damn it.
Shit.
I'm not gonna let you re-roll that either.
I go.
Well, Dorito did it. I'm gonna do it.
Okay, cool.
I reach. Hold on a sec. I got an illustration. I reach. I see the big red button. Because the console is very tall.
It's
in
very tall.
comparison to a very
Too
small
yellow.
I'm
utility.
gonna turn around and be like, would you like a box?
Yeah, you need to get a booster seat.
Step up.
Do you yell ludicrous speed? Go.
Yes.
Give
Oh
me
my
an
God,
engineering
we've
roll.
gone plaid.
Wrong screen. That's Twitch, my friend. $26.
Nice. You hit the nos, and just at the right time too, because what everybody sees happen is suddenly there's like a shudder, and you feel a force of like a large gravity well behind you, and a tug at the ship, and it kind of like leans up like this, but he's able to right it, and just as that this massive like mouth appears behind you, as there's just this big dragon snake-like beast that's just massive behind you, and all you see behind you, if you were able to look around, is just these big sort of, you know how like, what's that one
Like a
whale?
Apophis from Gods of Egypt.
Sure, like it's just these like a wall of teeth behind you with like these weird sort of dragon lips, and you can't even see like a face to it. It's just a mouth at that point. And you're like, the flames of your engines are just sort of like charring the edges of the teeth as you just pull forward, and it actually knocks all the other ships out of there, and it's just you and Dorito.
I imagine that Nibbles would be able to feel this, being all in tune with the space. It's just like an odd happening in space.
Yep.
Was it a
Yeah.
oh, okay.
Cool. So, Pepper, you hit the nos. It's back to Sobek. You see teeth behind you.
I'm gonna hit that black canister again. See if is his mouth like wide open?
No, it's just teeth right now.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna hit the that canister for the not the canister. Jesus God, can't brain. I'm gonna hit the button for the flak thrower to see if I can get him to open his mouth and like yelling from the flashes. From that again,
Okay.
just to see if it'll make him like reel back and yell.
Yeah, you can try that. See what happens.
All right. What do I gotta hit for that?
I don't know. What are you trying to do again?
Fire the flak thrower.
Roll. Okay, so the rolling for shots is just basically like an attack roll, using the attack things from the. Just roll. It uses the attack of the ship itself.
all
Oh,
right,
it's got a
sorry.
button, number 4.
Yeah, actually, if you hit number 4, number 4 will do it.
Got it. I had to change sheets to make it all work. I hit it. I don't know. 6 damage?
Oh, that just rolls the damage. Sorry, that doesn't roll the attack.
What about clicking on actual flak thrower up in the sheet?
Just roll your attack.
Like, oh, for me?
Yes.
Oh, hell. Come on. $24.
Yeah, nice. All right, cool. So, you you managed to shoot out some flak again. It's literally just exploding on its teeth, and it sort of like wavers, and you hear a roar, and you actually do see the mouth start to part.
That's what I'm looking for.
Cool.
Still my
All
go?
right. No.
Okay.
Oh, it's Nancy's turn. We'll get to him when he comes back. President Ovaltine, you're literally skirting some teeth at this point. What do you do?
Skirting the teeth. Do the teeth come down?
They're
Like,
literally
is there-
wedged together. So like one comes down, and then just like there's other two right next to it, and they form a single solid wall.
Okay, well, would this be like the thing where you need to Millennium Falcon it and kind of like turn like this to get through the teeth and make less chomp?
Not yet. Mouth's not fully open. You can't get in yet.
I'm working on the open mouth part.
Okay. Are we facing it?
No,
It's behind us.
it's behind you.
It's behind us. Okay.
Yeah. The whole point is to basically race to the point where it will eventually try to eat you and open its mouth, and then you literally have to like crazy Ivan the crap out of it to go.
Sure.
first.
I get. Yeah. I'm trying to. Yeah. So we need to wait for the crazy Ivan moment. So for now. I want to spin out Dorito.
You want to spin out Dorito?
Yeah.
Okay. That would be a maneuver. Or you could try to stunt it, whichever you think you're going to get better.
It's still a piloting roll either way.
Right.
A 29 plus whatever bonuses we have from the other stations to spin out Dorito.
So you actually have to, and he's up ahead at you, and you have to get as much power from the engines, and Pepper gives it to you, and Nibbles gives it to you, and you're able to sort of catch up to him, and then you sort of pull up to the side of him, and you do this sort of like fake, you sort of like juke the maiden towards him, and he doesn't flinch, so you're like, well, I'm just gonna hit the fucker. So you sort of do like a drift move where you actually manage to sort of like tunk him, where you do this sort of like sideways mover where you just like slam the maiden into him, and it sends him like spiraling, and he just goes spiraling off in the nebula. And you actually turn that, and you're just like, I hope this works. You actually manage to turn that drift into a spit, so you're going sideways down through the nebula, down the racetrack. And then, so you actually can look out the side, and at the point that when you see you think you've got enough clearance from the teeth, you actually swing it, and you go back, and you go into the monster's belly.
Oh, so the mouth does open.
Yeah, you eventually,
Okay.
because there's nothing else to do at this point other than outrace the beast.
Got
you
it.
actually, you're just you're drifting sideways,
Cool.
and you manage to like just then cut it and then go straight in, and
All
you
right,
actually
sweet.
fly down in.
Then yeah,
Nice.
just punch it backwards back into the mouth.
Yep. And at that
Nice.
point, because you had the headlights on, you can actually see where you're going, and you see like just
I knew that was a
weird-
good call.
That was a good call. You see some weird like crab-like creatures. You see some weird stuff as you're going down through its mouth and into its belly, and eventually you come to an actually like well-lit area that actually has like a docking bay, and there's like a small city built in this thing's stomach, or there's like a pool of acid in the middle, or like it digests things. So Yeah.
This was
You
cool.
should probably watch out for Minox.
Don't
Yeah.
fall in
Chewing
that.
on like power cables.
Exactly. Pulling a
Not-
nibbles.
Do not find the active stomach acid cables.
Nice. I'll pull us up to the docking bay.
All right, you land the ship. There's a couple other ships in here, and you're greeted by this sort of wily dude who's just kind of like, "Whoa, man, did you race Dorito? Is that how you got in here?"
We found the space version of a guy named Magic Dave.
I'll leave that to our captain.
Oh,
Why, yes, young compatriot, we did race Dorito.
What's compatriots? Why?
Oh man, that's wild, man. Like nobody's been down here in the longest time. Cool. All right, man. Check out the city, man. They got all kinds of crazy stuff, like all some sort of depraved, wild shit. If you're into that sort of shit, it's all there, man. Docking fee is a banana, man. You got a banana? I've really been wanting a banana in a long
Nibbles,
time.
you have any burritos?
Yeah, I gotta give him one leftover burrito.
Just call it a banana, please.
You know what? You got the B right and a couple other letters. Yeah, man, this is. Yeah, and he just
No
eats
other
the burrito
letters.
and walks off.
What the fuck just happened?
Nibbles, I
you
believe
see-
you are gone.
He just
that
sits in like a
that was my
docking-
last burrito. I am all out now.
Aw. You see him
We'll
just
get-
eating
we'll
a
go get
burrito in like a little toll booth sort of like station. He's just like, yeah, if you need us to fuel you up, man, just let me know. Yeah, man. It's a
Oh,
good,
some donuts left. We can pay him in donuts.
it's a good burrito, man.
Give him like 5 large fucking donuts.
as long
Oh.
as you don't touch my pumpkin spice.
Yeah, actually, Nibbles will go back to this individual
Okay.
and go, "What your name?"
We're actually gonna go with Space Magic Dave.
Fuck yeah.
I'll just
Don't
call him
buy the brownies.
SM Dave.
Yeah, SM Dave. He actually just goes by SM.
SM.
S&M Dave.
Yeah, SM Dave.
Good old
Dave.
S&M.
Okay,
Everyone
SM Dave.
loves S&M.
We're looking for something. You help?
Yeah, man. You gave me this burrito. I'd take a bullet from you, man.
We come to find out about the what was it? The unopenable lock company.
Oh,
You know?
You're looking for the manufacturing plant, man. Yeah. Ain't nobody been down there in the longest time, man. Shit, where was that? Was that in the spleen? The appendix? No, we removed that. Did some science experiments with it. Shit, man. You know what?
Did you name it John?
Yeah, we named that appendix John. It now runs the bar. It's pretty cool, man. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know where that's at anymore. I just work here, you know? Eat burritos. And people give them to me. And bananas, which I never get. So.
Okay, Dave. Here you go.
Hey, man, what's your name? What's your name, bro?
Well, they call me Nibbles.
That's cool, man. Nibbles, man.
Well, his name is actually Nibble. It's Nibble Bannon because you know, but you know, as a
He's
Soki,
Lord Nibbles. Moving on.
He's oh,
Oh, right. Cool.
Bye, Dave.
Bye, Nib.
So, is this like a bazaar type place, or is this like solid buildings?
It's like a bazaar meets Bartertown meets just some, like, any old shanty, like, criminal sort of thing you've ever seen in movies. Like, there's just loud music,
Like Mos Eisley
screams.
meets Lake Town.
Right. And there's, like,
Right.
shooting every once in a while. You see fights break out randomly.
Filling this hive of scum and
It's
villainy.
Space Tortuga?
Space Tortuga. I like
Space
it.
Tortuga.
I like
Yeah.
it.
Tortuga.
Yeah, Space Tortuga.
Steve.
So, do we have to go through
Can
like
we-
the
can we-
10-minute
can we-
cutscene of like trying to ask someone and then they just get punched by somebody else? You're like, oh well, we can't ask them, and then we move on and we start to ask somebody else and they get shot and die. Then we have to go to ask somebody else.
I feel like we obviously have to retcon that it was a turtle that swallowed us.
A large space turtle. We
Space
never really got
turtle
to look
with
at it, so maybe it was a large space turtle. Possibly a world turtle. Who knows?
Oh.
Who knows?
With teeth.
With teeth.
Yeah, with
yes.
giant razor
With
sharp
giant razor
hard-ass
teeth. That's.
that just
I
shred
want-
spaceships.
I
It's
want
out.
that creature.
I'm gonna have to draw this now, aren't I?
It had like teeth.
Outpacing us
God
with a
damn it.
giant, weird disc on its back.
The
Giant.
the teeth
world
had
lion
teeth,
turtle
and then
with
those teeth had spikes. Like it was just wild. It was weird. It
Sweet.
was crazy.
Gnarly
But yeah,
ass.
what Dwayne says happens. The first 10 people we ask like directions from get punched
Don't
or
get the
shot
shit
or
kicked out of
stabbed.
them.
What do you guys do exactly? Like, how do you approach this?
I'm gonna look for the oldest, most withered-looking crone.
Okay.
Just nibbles.
Wait, is Nibbles your face?
No.
Okay.
I
Well,
don't
that's
know, but
actually
that's-
supposed to be me, but it's so much more
turning into
fun.
nibbles.
Yeah, nice.
So much more fun this
It
way.
is, especially with his +4 to everything.
Yeah,
That's right.
Yeah.
it does help.
Nibbles is the rat of all trades.
Oh Jesus.
So you guys are walking down the streets, and Nibbles is just randomly asking people. He starts to approach them, but then doesn't. And then he finds this really old lady who's just sort of sitting on a stoop in front of a bar, and she's just like, "What do you want?"
We look for the word I can never remember. Is it unopenable or ununlockable?
It's actually the unbreakable vault.
Unbreakable.
Jesus Christ. Fuck. We're all gonna die.
She looks at you and she's just like, "Yeah, how much is it to you?"
Oh, I have no more burrito.
But you have donuts.
You take donut?
Get the fuck out of here! Get out of here, you stupid rat! Fuck.
And then I hand her a bag of 50 credits that I stole from the stores on the ship.
Yeah, you need to find that place. Maybe one of the guys inside of the in the bar might know. There's a lot of guys who walk around the insides of this place. Yeah.
Those are not fucking donuts, Nibbles.
Oh, he knows.
Yeah. So she tells you to go inside.
Wow, that was all we got for 50 credits? Okay.
Yeah. It was 50 credits. It's not a whole lot. That buys like a sandwich.
Go inside.
Oh, really?
So our 1,000 credits is like.
Yeah, it's like $10.
Yeah, it's not a whole lot.
It's like a car wash.
All right, so we head into the cantina.
Yes.
Nope, 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 nope.
Nope. No. Do not get us copyrighted.
Nope.
Yeah. You either have to do it higher pitched or you gotta slow it down a whole
Or
lot.
just not do it at all.
Or that.
And that's all you get.
Cool. So,
Yeah.
you're inside. You're in a bar. A bar fight has instantly broken out because that's just the type of place this is. But it quickly moves off to one side of the bar, and like the one guy stabs the other guy in the skull, and it's like just done. And
Oh,
everybody's
it's
like,
that
"Yeah,
kind of bar fight.
Ow.
yeah, it's that kind of
Wow.
bar fight." Like these fights end quickly and nasty.
These are my kind of people.
They all kind of look at you as
Wait,
the Vesk and just like,
Sean, is there a group of guys that are fighting with another group of guys, but they decide that it's not the right time to fight, so they're gonna meet back up 6 months later at a space sandbar?
So
It's a
There's
really
one-
long joke that we can't explain right now.
no, they
But-
meet up. They meet up at the gallbladder.
Space Redneck Yacht
Meet up
Club.
at the gallbladder.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
that happens. That happens. And those guys actually leave, and there's now an open table for the lot of you.
All right.
What's the room feel like? Like what kind of aliens are we seeing?
All types in the
All
room. The vibe from the room is there was just a fight and somebody got their skull stabbed in. So that's the vibe.
That's a whole lot. That's a lot of. That guy just got stabbed in the head.
And then everybody bought that dude drinks. So it's that.
All right. One of those.
There's a couple of people like sizing you up so big, but like nobody wants to fight a Vesk.
Probably a wise decision.
Yeah.
I'm glad I brought my battle wrench.
Is it the same wrench you
It's
just
the
picked up
same
all the
wrench.
bedazzling?
Um,
Or do you have actual wrenches for certain occasions?
I have actual wrenches for certain occasions. Like
Okay.
I've got my black tie wrench, and I've got my business casual wrench. I've got my picnic wrench. It's checkered.
Cool. All right. So yeah, you didn't bring your best, so you won't get stabbed in the skull with not your best wrench. That's for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. No one wants to get bashed in the head with a formal wrench.
No, it's just
It's more like grunge ska wrench,
Yeah. So back.
a ska
Damn it.
reference. Holy
A
crap!
ska wrench? Yes.
Well, does it do a funny dance on the side while everybody else is playing an instrument, and then like wears a hat?
No, but it likes to carry around a skateboard even though it doesn't know how to use it.
That sounds legit. Yeah.
I
Okay.
believe it. I
Yeah.
believe it.
All right. Cool. So
And it wears Converse.
there ain't
Oh,
nothing wrong with
Jesus.
wearing Converse. I don't know why you get dogging people wearing Converse. That's messed up.
Converse are my favorite shoes, so
How do
Cool.
people survive with no arch support?
you'd have to ask my plantar fasciitis.
I got that too.
Nibbles is very confused on all these words that are coming out of your guys' mouth.
Alright.
Doesn't understand.
So cool. What do you guys do?
I stick close
Wayne
to the
said so
vest.
back, and then just we devolved into.
Oh, I was gonna say Sobek's got his gun cabinet and Pepper's got her wrench cabinet.
Mm-hmm.
It's not even a cabinet; it's like a little toolbox.
No, it's a full cabinet. Like she opens up both doors and it's just like
Like a
Wrenches.
full roll away, just a full roll away, top and bottom, and just opens different wrenches everywhere.
Yep.
So who's the? Obviously, we want to go for the biggest guy in here, Nibbles.
That's probably the dude who just stabbed another dude in the head.
So Nibbles will turn to Sobek. You go talk to him, ask him questions.
I go, okay.
I order drinks and I go to the bar and like all you can see are his hands.
Kinda-
He just grabs a random cup and hits it.
This big old alien with like tentacles for arms and like 14 eyes like looks down at you and just like "Ugh." He hands you a bottle of something that when like it sort of spills out and fizzles on the top of the bar.
The good stuff.
Yeah.
I just
All
walk away with
parts
it.
of the bar.
Sobek, you were
Right. So he asked me to go and talk to this gentleman.
or your captain could.
Yeah.
Well, I've
I'll
been
go with-
sitting there. I'm
Or you both
asking-
could.
Oh, no. See, that's the thing. I want the captain to sit there because the whole thing is I'm gonna go up to this guy. What is this? Is it a human or what kind of alien is he?
He's got 4 arms. He's got 1 eye, and he's just got like little weird quills all around.
How
along his
big is
back.
he?
He's just as big as you.
All right. God, I really want to grab him and throw him at the captain.
Oh crap.
I
But
want to
it's
do that.
spiky, and I would not like that.
I want to do that, but I know better.
What do you do?
I'm actually gonna pick up the captain and just carry him under my arm.
You can't pick up your shipmates like that.
Why not?
Because that's an asshole thing to do.
Ask.
That's not what a Vesk does.
That's what I do.
You could ask him to accompany you to approach this big, quill, one-eyed, mouthy dude.
You're coming with me.
There you go. Nianza, you've been ordered to come with the Vesk. What do you do? You're muted.
I'm coming because I want to, not because you ordered me. I am still the captain, damn it!
I'll just pat him on the head.
I prefer scritches behind the ears.
Not in public.
You both
So I
walk
go
up
with
to
him.
this. You both walk up to this guy at his table. He's sitting alone. You actually have to sort of step over the body. And when I say this guy was stabbed in the
Can
skull,
I just
it was.
step on the body?
You could do that too. Like he was stabbed with a huge ass knife, but then like the fist partially went through, so it's more like he was stabbed with his face.
He was stabbed with a
caved
punch.
in. Right. He was stabbed with.
Nice.
He was punched with a pointy punch.
Yes, there you go. He was punched with a knife. Cool. So yeah, you're standing in front of him, and you step on the body, Sobek, just to sort of like show that you mean business.
I just don't care.
He kind of looks at you, and he's literally picking his teeth with the knife that still has blood on it. And he just kind of looks at you and is like, "Get me a beer."
You heard him, Sobek.
I'm just gonna turn around and yell at, "Hey, he needs a beer."
Oh yeah, and like another person comes over and like hands you a beer, and then you put it on the table.
I'm just gonna toss it to him.
Yeah, he catches it. It's like a can. It's like a big old can. It's very small in his fist. Cracks open the top and then like chugs it down and then like tosses it aside. That's all right. Why are you two still in my faces?
We require some assistance of you.
Yeah,
We would like to purchase your help.
I'd like to stab you in the face with a knife, with a
Please
fist.
don't. It would be more profitable for both of us if you were to help us.
Help you do what?
We are looking for the Unbreakable Vault Company.
Ain't nobody been down there in a long time.
And we'd like to be.
Okay. What's it worth to you?
How about your life?
Kind of cocks an eye at you, and he like looks down at the stab punched face, looks back at you. He's like, "Don't."
Sergeant, I believe that would be, in poor taste. Well, we happen to have acquired one of their vaults.
Holy shit! You got one of the vaults.
Does it interest you now to help us?
Slightly. All right. So. Yeah. I can tell you where to find it, but I'm gonna need something from you.
What might it be?
I don't know. I haven't thought about it. It's really like impromptu sort of thing. So, I'll tell you what. I'll lead you down there, and then I guess we'll decide on the way. How's that sound?
Why am I getting?
That was a
The
very,
hell
very
is
special last word you threw in there. I'm not quite sure I understood it.
No, that was actually somebody getting tossed through the window.
The administration of Chocobo.
Tell you what, Give me 4 more beers. I'll chug those. We'll take a walk. How's that sound?
You're not talking about a walk, right?
I mean, not unless you piss me off.
Okay then, Sobek, more beers.
Kind of gets up. He's like, I'll get my own beer. Sort of like saddles up and sort of like stares down Sobek as he sort of like makes his way past the tables and everything. Sort of like turns around, walks backwards towards the bar. Kind of gives you a look like this and just goes up, gets his beers, walks out in the front. He's like, come on, let's go.
I don't like him.
I gather up the whole
I
crew.
don't like him. I
To
don't
go
like his
and
family. Dishonor on all of them.
Nibbles has gotten you.
Yes.
Nibbles. Nibbles has gotten you a very strange ale that burns your insides if any of you partake in it. And yeah, Nibbles, do you drink what they gave you?
No, I haven't drank it yet.
Oh, okay. Does anybody drink it?
No.
There's an empty bottle of something weird on the table.
Can we just keep it?
You could
Give it to somebody else later?
maybe.
I not put that in my mouth. Put it in my bag and save it.
Inventory, 1 strange ale from Nibbles.
Cool.
We'll give it to this guy.
So unless anybody has anything else that they want to do in the rough and tumble bar, you follow this guy out.
Dishonor on you. Dishonor on Cal.
I think I'm following.
I think we're good.
Okay, cool. And so he leads you out of town for the most part, and you're walking along like some squishy ground, like you're inside a beast actually.
Before we get too far though, can I sense motive him and see if he's actually leading us somewhere where he's saying, or is he just leading us to a dark alley to try to jump us?
Dark
Yeah,
artery.
sense motive if you would
Dark
like.
Order.
I suppose that's probably something that I do too.
Oh god, we're all gonna get capped in the capillaries.
13.
I too would like to do that.
Okay. I imagine you're fairly good at it.
Yes, I also get a bonus to it, so...
Oh!
Wow! Okay,
Wow.
that's gonna be my personal reroll for the night.
Alright,
Okay.
cool.
I like.
Yeah,
there
Yep,
it
I
is.
like that
wait,
better.
wait,
I like
wait.
that.
I'm making it even better.
Okay.
Because I get 30 now.
Nice.
Yes.
Okay. So, as far as you can tell, you just sort of caught this guy at the right time, in the right way, and yeah, you don't think he's going to kill you yet.
Just yet.
Just
He's
yet.
happy drunk now.
He's sort of happy drunk, sort of, I stabbed a guy in the face. My bloodlust is sated for 30 minutes. I'm good. And it's about
Cool.
that time when he stops and he turns around and he kind of looks at y'all and he goes, you know what? I do know what I want for this. And that's where we'll leave it. That's where we'll leave the tale. Until next awesome time.
Wait, is there?
Right then?
Cool.
I hate it when I'm not looking at the time, and then it's just like, wait, we've
Yeah,
only been
it's-
playing for 30 minutes. Why are we stopping already?
Yeah.
Damn it,
Yep.
Oh,
Cool.
shit.
So, yeah.
man.
You guys raced Vin Diesel in Cosmos.
Yeah, it took me like 10 minutes of you saying Dorito, Dorito, and I was like, why are we using this? Like, what's happening? And then when he showed up and he started using the voice, I was like, got it. Nope, got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. So, yeah, you did that. You got in, and now you might be murdered. Who knows? Don't know. Anyway,
I'm about to
until next
assassinate the
week.
shit out of this guy.
everyone, vote for who your favorite player was tonight. Whomever you vote for will have a cumulative +1 to all rolls and damage next week. Or in Dwayne's case, he might get 4. Who knows?
I better not get 4 this time.
Steve, who do you vote for?
Oh, geez. I'm gonna give it to. I wanted to give it to Everpepper for all the racing stuff and the reaching up to press the button and the bedazzled wrench. Like, you were awesome tonight. However, I do need to give it to Devin.
Nyanta?
Oh, come on.
Nanta for being such a good sport and playing along with the fact that Nibbles was taking the face roll tonight with that huge bonus.
Oh my! I couldn't. I could not. Nibbles had almost my rolls the entire time without my luck of rolls. Plus, Nibbles is just fantastic.
So let's give
Nibbles is
you
amazing.
let's give you that bonus to
Thank you.
our face rolls going forward.
All
Yeah.
right, there you go. Cool. Devin got that vote.
I didn't even mean to have the time.
No, it was
Oh, well.
perfect. Like, I loved it.
Well, that happened. Okay.
Perfectly unintended.
Nibbles. Dwayne, who do you vote for?
I am actually going to vote for Ever tonight for
Okay.
the sheer fact of role playing a Isoki in a science officer's situation, and the use of like changing science, like using good mind powers to change sciencing into engineering to make it all better.
Very cool.
Make it all much gooder.
That makes sense. Like, I would have never have thought to like that science, like a science officer would be like, oh, liquid in this, liquid in the ship, that could make it go faster. Ah.
Nice. Slivic, Tim, who do you vote for?
I'm actually gonna give it to Dwayne tonight
Uh-oh.
for being the face, and for the fantastic role playing he did as Nibbles, because that was
Nice.
just awesome.
Cool. Ever.
Oh, so tough. I'm gonna give it to Tim because the freaking fingernails killing for one.
I missed that. That's awesome.
He's been randomly stroking his beard and
I've been
everything.
doing like this all night. I'm trying to get more
And,
lizard-like. I'm gonna paint them later.
Nice.
I like it.
All
Paint
right,
your
Tim.
nails. Yes, do it.
Tim, you got that +1. Devin.
Hell yeah, that's my first one.
I have to give it to Steve because I'm going upstairs.
What?
Did some?
Oh,
No, that was nothing.
All right, cool. Steve, you got it. Also, y'all are bastards because you didn't give one to John. So, for him being out.
Oh, for his thing exploding.
Yeah.
Oh, dang.
But I will vote for John, and John gets a +1 next week. So.
all right, let's redo it
I,
all.
I think he
Retroactive
deserves
+1
a
for-
+3.
No,
So the entire
You don't
entire
even-
crew.
you don't
gets a
need-
+1 next week.
right? Yes, they do.
Yeah.
All right, cool, awesome. All right,
Everyone
excellent.
gets a +1. Badass.
Nice. Awesome being excellent to each other, players. As always, you can find us on the social medias at Vorpal Tales. Check out our Patreon at patreon.com/Vorpal Tales. You can find me at SpaceLordPJs. Also have my doodle website at cartoon.ninja. I've been posting regularly, so I've been cool. Everyone, plug your pluggables. What's your Twitter, Instagram, whatever it is? Where can people find you? Steve.
Hi, I am currently Steve, and possibly will continue to be Steve into the next several hours. And you can find me on the internet at Voodoo Arcade. You can find me on Instagram nowhere because I'm not on Instagram. You can find me here at Vorpal Tales tomorrow night playing Alien, the role-playing game where we all die horribly in the first 10 minutes and the show ends. So tune in and watch that happen. And find me here also Sunday for Dune, run by Marone Recluse here for Vorpal Tales. And I think think I won't be back until Wednesday then. Actually.
Gasp.
Audible gasp. So yeah,
Oh, gosh.
that's
Dwayne,
me.
where can they find you?
I'm a little. I swear to God, I saw somebody like walking behind Ever, and then it made me retroactively like turn around.
That's not creepy at
That's
all.
why I freaked out all of a sudden. I was like, "What the hell is that?"
It's okay. It's just Phil.
Anyways,
Phil.
I am Dwayne. You guys can find me at Made of Kimchi on the internet. Tomorrow, I will be here for Alien. I will be playing Luca, a colonial marine. You will next be able to see me doing the D&D thing with Petty Shakes, Tuesday, Mad Mage, Dungeons of Mad Mage. And then I will be back once again here Thursday for more Starfinder-ness. Else times, you can find me in Discord, at least looking. I may not be typing.
Nice. Lurking.
Yeah, lurking.
In
there
the
we go.
background, like Homer in the bush.
Tim, where can we find you?
I am Tim, and I will be Tim, I hope. You can find me on the internet at Othellos99. I will be back again tomorrow as Hammer, a colonial marine that doesn't play nice with others. You'll find me again on Sunday for the final episode of Dune, I think.
Yeah, it's only 2. Yeah.
Right,
Oh,
so
It's fast.
that, and then I will be back next Thursday, I think. I'm not sure. I'll be back sometime next week.
Should probably check the schedule. Cool.
It's all over
A lot
the
of
place.
changes this next week.
I had
so-
5 games this week. I don't know where I'm at next week. It's so confused.
Ever, where can we find you?
Now constantly looking over my shoulder, wondering if there's some specter behind me. Like I don't know. This is a backdrop, so I'm a little terrified now.
Oh shit, what's that?
Maybe it was somebody that walked behind Tim's backdrop, and I just like happened to see it. Like, is yours like thin? Can you see through it?
Fine.
Yeah.
Eh? Not
Yeah.
really.
So, yeah. I
Shadow
now
people,
live.
I don't know.
Dwayne's just freaking us all out now. He's seeing things.
You now live
Sorry.
in fear.
So, you can find me on the interwebs as Changeling Ever, and you can find me in almost all of our Vorpal Tales games, unless it's a Sunday night, in which case oh crap. After the episode of Dune, I'm gonna be playing.
Yeah.
So, okay, you'll find me in all the Vorpal Tales games soon.
Jesus.
Yay.
I got this.
You got
Yeah.
this.
You'll do fine.
It'll
Devin,
be fine.
where can we find you?
I am residing inside the person named Devin, and you can find me online at Sorta Sullied. And you will see me here tomorrow as Captain Silva, probably the most normal of the space corpses. I mean, space marines. Sunday, I will, as I keep saying, hopefully be here to play in Dune, and then Conan thereafter. And can find me on nothing on Monday. Tuesday for Patty Shake's Mad Mage game, and then back here on Thursday because I think Wednesday was last session. Now it's going to be something I'm not part of.
Sounds about right.
But yeah.
Cool. All right. Well, Snicker Snacks, you don't have to go home, but you can't keep playing this game tonight. Watch us Thursday nights at 9 and basically every night this week at 9. Remember to slap that like and subscribe, and for the love of the dice, game on.
Hey. Eating some nuts.